dreams keep flying away. A song we're far beyond. Keep chasing them and I never rest for a day. There's something I don't do. I feel the wind blowing my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. It's been a while since I ran into you on a street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you, and you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain pour down my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. I slip to the right, bind it to the blue. I slip to the right, bind it to the I slip to the right, bind it to the blue. I slip to the right. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're enjoying it this beautiful morning as much as I am. All right. All discussions and statements made are based on speculation and alleged information. The host, myself, the guest, express their personal opinions, which may not be accurate or verified. The podcast does not intend to provide legal, financial, or professional advice. Listeners are encouraged to independently research and verify any information discussed on this podcast. Myself, the host, do not assume responsibility for the accuracy, completeness, and the reliability of any statements made. Any reliance on this information provided is at the listener's own risk. The podcast is not liable for any errors, omissions, or inaccuracies of the content. Any reference to specific events or individuals or entities are based on speculation and speculation alone. And the podcast does not endorse or confirm the accuracy of any information. This is speculation based on my opinion. All right. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? How's everybody doing? We get over here to the chat so I can say hi to everybody. Put it on all chat. If you're stuck on top chat, go over there and get on live chat so you can see everybody. Okay, Runaway Truth, good to see you. Hillbilly, Susan, Florida in the sun, Life in the Sun, Mary, Ryan, Tiny, Poopsie, like that name, Poopsie, Oopsie, Flies is here. Debbie, hi Nightbot, Honey Child, Italian Girl, the Arcadian Carpenter, good to see you. Sunny Side is in the house. Gamer Girl, good to see you. Hooky Bear, Hooky Bear, Tony, good to see you. Hope everyone is having a great, my new undercover name, awesome. I love it. Poopsie Poopsie. I love it. All right, so we got our Chromebook chroming. We got both computers running at the same time. Lord, we're YouTubing it today, baby. Okay, we are YouTubing it today, honey. So what I thought we could do is everyone had the opportunity to clip what they wanted out of the stream when Mr. Patrick took the liberty to come on and speak with us. It was not a planned event. I did not have questions prepared. I wasn't prepared. No one was prepared, but he wanted to come up, and I allowed him to come up and allowed Toddy to come up, and then the conversation just went where it is. Hey, just because. Good morning. So we're gonna go over just the parts of Patrick, not the whole doggone thing, honey, okay? But he did answer some questions in the beginning as well. Remember through the text. Uh so we're going to just go through there. I have it already ready to go. Okay, I've already done my homework over here. And we also want to go back and look at, because apparently, since I'm, not real smart, YouTube, or I'm sorry, Facebook does take things down if it's a live video after 30 days. I did not know that. So our best bet is to go to the YouTube channel, the Whittaker family page, okay? And start from the very beginning there, because that information, unless someone deleted it, it does not disappear in 30 days. Okay. YouTube has also got pretty strict. They're on monitoring things. I don't know if anyone noticed the glitch in YouTube last night, but certain words now you cannot use. So if you hear me say certain words anytime from after today on, it's not for any reason than other than trying to obey the TOS that is now in place for a lot of all content creators, all people that get up here on a public platform and speak. Okay. So if you guys hear that, if anybody that you watch, that's what's going on. Okay. And, we'll have to we'll test the waters, what we can say. We're getting censored, in my opinion, but that's okay. Hi, Christoph. Good morning. Have to work, but thank you so much, Christoph. Hopefully, it makes your time go by quickly. All right, enough housekeeping, enough freaking housekeeping over here. All right. So we're going to pull this up here. Yes, we are. I do not need to do anything for copyright privileges because this is my content. So there we have it. Yeah, you aren't being blocked. And also, the word, if you guys use certain words, flies on the coleslaw is exactly right. You're not being blocked on my ends. It's AI bots that are coming through and they just randomly choose what they're not going to allow in the chat. So if you think you're blocked or someone took your comment down, it's not due with what I allow. It is the standards of YouTube currently. Okay. So we'll get used to it, guys. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get used to it. All right. So let's go ahead and begin. So this is when Patrick came up, and we're going. Oh, Jesus! What the heck? So we're going to go ahead and start. Okay. I'm going to turn it. I think I did. Let's make sure. Yeah, just a little bit fast. All right.
What's the main goal for you? What is the main goal for you right now? And even just being here talking to us, what is the main thing that you want to tell people?
Uh, this has been really difficult for me. So I mean, like, I know a lot of people think about money as being priority, but I don't give a shit about the money. You know, if I just seen the family back home, even if it never went anywhere else, I'd be good with that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So this has been a major question that's been going a long time now, and
Sure.
that is, why was it a third split? A lot of people are having a hard time understanding that because of how many Whittaker family members versus you and Eric. Was that something you decided?
I see Italians that I'd like to talk to you about another channel creator I think you'd be interested in learning about. You can drop me an email if you'd like to. I normally don't mention other content creators in my chat, not because of any other reason that I don't know them and I don't feel comfortable. So if you would want um, to send me an email, I'll see who you're talking about.
Or was that solely
That was solely Eric. That was the contract had nothing to do with me. It was done up by Eric, and it was signed by me, signed by Eric, and signed by Larry and Betty.
okay?
Okay, just to throw a little bit of fun in here and my personality, was it written on a notebook paper or was it typed up?
It was typed up.
Okay.
And was it signed by a notary or an attorney?
Neither.
All right. So was there a witness to it? Like, was you there, Betty's witness on hers, or vice versa?
Yeah, there was. There was actually a 30-minute conversation prior to signing the contract to make sure that they understood what was going on before they signed it.
Got
Okay.
you. All
And
right.
that conversation was with you and Eric, or who was that? Who was that with?
That was with me and Betty and Larry
Okay. Okay. So you explained the contract to them.
to detail.
Okay. Okay.
And they seem to be, pretty good with it. How did
Yeah,
you? Can I ask you your personal opinion about that?
Sure.
Looking back on it now, do you think that that was a fair split?
No, I don't.
Yeah, we don't either, and we're stuck on it, man. Patrick, we're like, this is like it's got us riled up over here.
Well, I mean, it would only make sense. I mean, if you think about a third split of everything, and if it was just me, and it was actually the third split, the way that somebody else was going about it was just to Betty. You know what I mean? It wasn't going to Larry.
Right.
So if you think about, if I made 5,000, Eric made 5,000, and Betty made 5,000, but there's more siblings than that. That makes no damn sense in the world.
Right. No, it doesn't. That's why that got a lot of us over. See, I'm not affiliated with Facebook, so I don't know the drama over there, hon. I know
Yeah.
what's going on over here. So,
Yeah.
next question that a lot of people have been
Well,
asking.
no, I think I want to ask, and
Go ahead.
only because. So, did you ever question it? Did you ever say, "Hey, man, that's not fair"? I mean, like, it's okay. I don't care what the answer is. We just want the truth. I mean,
No, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The last 2 months, me and Eric didn't hardly talk because I mean I didn't want to be around him because I know with my temper, and if I was around him, it wouldn't be good. Just because I felt that there was things that he was doing like that was under the radar, that was just shady as shit, and I didn't like it, but I didn't know a way to approach it.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So I want to say this. So Patrick never met the Amish people. Am I correct? Didn't you tell me
Correct.
that? Yeah. So he never met the.
So from, I wish it wouldn't have, I wish we would have stayed a little bit more on certain topics, right? From my opinion, but you know, we didn't. Unfortunately, I wish I would have been more prepared so I could have slowed the I wish, is this a replay? Lighthouse Girl. This is my replay. Yes, we're going over it. Everybody has clipped it, shared it on different platforms. Now it's my turn, right? So if you don't want to watch it, I understand because it's already been out. But I'm responding to our own I'm responding to our own stuff here, right? So for me, I wish it would have been slowed down a little bit. But it wasn't, okay? And I've had a lot of people leave comments underneath some videos, and it's very interesting comments. If you ever want to go back on a video and read the comments that are on a replay, very interesting stuff. I have a gentleman that I invited to come in here today in the comments. I don't know if he will, but he has very great comments. Okay. I don't know if he will come in here, but you know, I'm going to watch it because I like your channel. Ryan, thank you. But I just want to do some commentary over. I wish we would have slowed it down a little bit and stayed focused on some things, okay? But we didn't, okay? I did not, I wasn't prepared.
The Amish people. Okay.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's where he started feeling like, whoa, what's going on here?
So we're gonna stick on the contract just for just a second and the money here, just for just 1 second. So in July, was Eric okay to pay from the other social media outlets to Patrick? And July, August, and September. Oh, he dropped.
Oh,
We'll wait.
I'll come back. Yeah.
Yeah, Jen, it
So
really is.
I mean, I want to take it slow, but
Hey,
I want
Jennifer.
him not to get
Hi,
frustrated
Miami
because there's a
Cuckoo.
lot of questions, like there would be. And if
Yeah.
you,
Mama Bear.
oh, there he is. Okay,
About that.
that's all right. It's okay. So what we were talking about was with this contract, and it was to be dispersed every 25th, 26th. And where did the Whittaker money go versus, we don't need to know, like, you get paid your own way. But
Yeah.
did you receive your share July, August, and I don't think September, because that's when the
It
ship
don't.
went down.
Yeah, it don't come in yet. Yeah, I received my share, but Eric, he received his share. Well, I mean, he took part of the Whittaker share a month before last.
So as we know, they're talking about the money now and about the payment. Now, today is October the 16th, 2025, as all of you probably know. But there another round of disbursements of financial money will be on the 21st to the 26th of this month, which is just a couple days. All of the platforms, in my opinion, and we'll go look just to verify because, I'm a fact based channel, people think around here, and this is speculation, You may get a few facts if you deem them facts. That's your opinion, but we're going to go check them and see if we're just going to do YouTube. Okay. YouTube is still being monetized. I checked this morning, but we'll check together. If you can join a membership, that means that the monetization is still on. All right. But we'll do that here in just a little bit. Yeah. And flies on the coastline, it's very difficult if you have an unplanned. This original stream was for me to get with the subscribers and my friends in my computer to come up with 10 questions or so to give to Toddy to ask Patrick when he came up on her panel. So this was not a planned interview. I had no idea. I was not prepared. So I went by the seat of my pants, period.
So he not only took his share, but he took her share too.
What do you mean? I don't
Well,
understand.
so it was paid in thirds. Okay.
Right.
And so I think it was last month. It was like $14,000. I think that's what Facebook made. That's what come out.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, man, that's not what YouTube's making on that channel. Yeah.
So last month, Facebook made 14,000, and that would have been for the previous month, which would have been for August.
Yeah.
So do you know what it made in July? Just the Facebook. And is that Facebook including your Facebook, or is that is that just your money?
That's just mine.
Okay, so let's clear that up right now. And I'm not saying it's good or bad, but people are just assuming that your personal page is included in the Whittaker money. So your personal Patrick Rourke page, whatever you make off of that page there, is your money.
That's my money.
Yeah, and let me tell you, all opinions are welcome here. I'm on the side of the truth. What happened? Where's the money and all this? Pindar, email me today. I have some information regarding the way that we need to set up our. I hate to interrupt, but I'm going to, so I don't forget. I talked to someone that's in my real life that is a legal eagle that they've retired now, but she let me know what we need to do or what you need to do. It's not my, I'm not taking credit for it. This is 100% on you. But she told me, and I'm going to pass that information along. And so, because I told you, girl, I'm on it, honey. I am like really, really behind you with this, and I will help you, and they will help you with any anyway. Yeah, I'm not on. Everyone tends to think that I am Team Patrick or Team Eric. I'm going to be courtesy and kind to anyone that comes up here. I'm just the only reason why I share Patrick's information is because Patrick's the only one that has come out and spoke. Mr. Eric has only done one video since he left West Virginia. What am I to do? You know what I'm saying? And Eric's more than welcome to come up here and do his side of the story if that's what he, or anybody on any channel, podcast, whatever, and to say he has a whole channel. He can do it. You know what I'm saying? But he has it, and that's his business. I am not team any effing body. I'm on team. Let's see what unfolds here. But I like how people on different platforms push my narrative. That you, who even are you?
So that we're going to just say that is Mr. Patrick's money. And was Eric okay with you sharing Whittaker content on your personal page? Was that something that was
That's where
discussed?
that's where it started out at.
Right,
Was
exactly.
I mean, it started out on my personal page, and then after, whenever he really started getting involved after June, like June the 18th, I mean, I only have one platform, and he made the other 7 platforms. So that should tell everybody that I'm not really that worried about the money making part. And if it was, then why didn't I have 7 other platforms?
Right. So we got to clear it up because I'll be clipped. People like to clip shit and twist it. So I want to make it
Yeah.
very.
And ain't that the damn truth, honey? I mean, they clip I'm like, what? So, just my observation, not stated as facts. This is an opinion channel.
Clear. Mr. Patrick's personal Facebook is his money, where the Whittaker stuff started in the beginning. Okay, so during their contract, Mr. Patrick's monetary gain off of his personal page is his. It was never to be split with the Whittaker family. That was what was said. All right.
Yeah.
There's then a
So that's where I got confused because he agreed, right? So he's not to split that money. Okay. Is that including the cameo? Now, there's some, and we're going to listen, but then it's switched around. So that's where things for me got a little confusing.
Whittaker page, the Whittaker family page
Yeah.
that has monetary, and that's the page that made $14,000 in August, correct?
No, that's the page that made I think it was like 4,000, just because it's like I guess it's a growing page.
So
So
which Facebook? So I don't want to get people confused now because they're going
Okay.
to run with whatever they can. All right,
Yeah,
and I'm not
sure.
trying to confuse you. If I need to, I might even confuse my own. I might confuse my own damn self.
I was so confused. Like, are you splitting the money? Are you not splitting the money of your person where the content start? Like, I was so confused. Like, were you guys a little confused on this? I was so confused. Timmy Time was on Patrick's, Cameo was on the Whittaker family Facebook. There was 2 of them. Got you. So Timmy Time was on Patrick's, the Cameo was on the Whittaker page. Got you. Okay, so let's clarify. Timmy Time was on Patrick's. The Cameo was on the Whittaker family Facebook. Got it. Okay. I was so beyond confused, like for real. Like I thought like maybe I don't even know what I was thinking.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got to start back. So, which Facebook page gained the $14,000 for last month?
My page, my
Okay.
Your
personal
personal
page.
page. Okay.
His personal
Yeah.
page. So he's telling y'all he made 14,000.
Timmy Time was for free. Now, see, I've seen different conflicting stories, Mary. I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth. Please don't take it that way. But, you know, you know,
$1,000 last month off of his personal page.
I'm retired if you're talking to me. Good grief. Why not just get a job and call it a day? Because I already worked my life. Now I'm on retirement time, baby, and I get to YouTube. If you're talking to me.
Now, is Mr. Carroll's personal page his money only and not included in the Whittaker?
The contract says that from where we started at, that this is what the contract says. It says that any page that has any involvement, that has anything to do with the Whittakers, they get a third off of.
Right. The Timmy Time. I don't know about Timmy Time being free, but the cameo was $49.99. Right.
Okay, so that would include Eric's personal page.
That
your
that
personal
includes every.
page.
Yep, because
Okay, Mary.
with his personal page, you can see that there's at some point that he says, "All right, guys, people are
Yes.
finding me out." You know, that bunch of bullshit right there. So it
Yes.
went to his page, it went to X. I mean, like I said, the only page that I own is my own. I have no control over the Whittaker Facebook page, and if anybody would, you know, there's screenshots of it that I've sent to people before
Yeah,
that
we've showed
says,
it.
yeah, I don't have no control over that.
Right.
So since anything with any Whittaker content on it is
Nick, I believe that there is an investigation going on. And that's just my opinion. Because I personally called to ask the detective the number that they give out to ask if they were ever going to give a public statement to the people, social media, because it's a very interesting situation. It's being shared on different platforms, and people from different platforms gave their money. So, and he said not at this time. So that was it. That was it. That was it. Okay. And I know for a fact that I've seen the receipts myself that I am not going to show because it's private information of a private citizen. Okay. That they did turn in the receipts of sending donations, and they had a conversation and said many calls came. I'll leave it at that. Take it or leave it. I don't care. You can do with that information what you want. But from my observation, I believe there is one. I want to know the 5,000 he paid for the blue bat. I don't think he actually paid it. I think it was an idea. And people are saying that anything Whittaker based is a money grab. Whenever it's huge on social media, and people that are on social media, like getting up here on a live video like I'm doing right now, we're going to talk about what is popular on social media platforms. At least I do. That's what I do. Okay, I talk about whatever I want. How do you feel about Patrick after doing this video, or is that too personal? If so, I understand. Tabitha, that's not too personal. I'm confused. I At the end of this, we went over what was going to be provided as a receipt. Those were not provided to me because I was told that he was got told not to speak anymore. So you know, that's good, Pam. Good. The one that the bluegrass concert that he was gonna like have to pay for Mary didn't happen. I mean, it would have been on a video. Um, so what blew my mind is when he said that no one's even really approached him. Right, Monica, that was very odd to me as well. Like nobody came, but then we found out that his phones were downloaded for investigation. So then it was that he can't say anything. But I wanted to see the receipts. And let me make this clear. I did not want to see the man's banking account number. I did not want to see the man's private information. That's not what I asked to see. I asked to see a total amount that was in a checking or savings of the Whittaker money. Okay. We all know how he made money. It's not a secret. We all did the math here. We know that he has the potential to have $14,000 in there, and half of that would be the Whittakers. at least 7,000 from my observation, and I stand to be corrected if need be, should be held for the Whittaker family. Okay, period. And that's all I wanted to see. And you can get that, but it never happened.
To be split
It's
three
to be
ways.
split. It's to be split three
So
ways.
did you split your content money off of your personal page with the Whittakers and Eric?
Yeah,
No.
NK, I would 100% be open to having Mr. Eric come on here, but just me and him. Um, with it being prepared, you know what I'm saying? With it prepared. A date set. Go over the questions that he feels comfortable asking and ones that he don't. And come with the receipts of the questions that we agree upon. You know what I mean? A little bit more organized for me, in my opinion, but no disrespect to Toddy at all. Some people like Toddy, some people don't. Thus far with my journey with Toddy has been nothing but respect between each other, and that's it. And I hope to keep it that way. Um, but people have a right to, a lot of people don't like me. So, and it is what it is. You know, he was told not to speak to anyone. He could still have shown proof of the 14K. His page only blew because of Whittaker content. He didn't have the money. I'll send him 500 cash up right now to show. Yeah, I would highly suggest not sending any money to anybody, babe. Okay. He was told not to speak. Okay, I think that. Um, I don't think that was twice. Wait, yeah. So I seen something last night that Patrick was going to start. He did start a YouTube page. It's already up. I don't know if there's any content on it. Um, you know, so I think there's something on there, but I didn't go check.
Oh, it's still an account.
Okay, so you still have that money in an account.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to just ask you this because I know it's going to be asked in the chat. Is there any particular reason why? Because Eric's a grown man, he can get his attorney to handle his business with you. My concern is about the Whittakers. So, is there
That's
any?
fine.
And I told him right there, I don't know what people freaking got confused with that statement. My business, let me go back 5 seconds for the people that just have a hard thinking that because after this video, I was told that we're not going to talk about that. Never mind. But people heard what I was told I was doing. I'm like, seriously? Yeah. But I don't mean, I can't get more clear than this.
Is there any particular reason why, or maybe you did, I don't know, I'm asking. Did you go ahead and hand over the Whittaker portion? If not, why not? Is there?
There is a reason. There's a reason that I haven't.
Okay.
And I'll be damned if I'm going to go out here and work and to try to make their life better just so I can go down the road, hand it to Betty, and then BJ go down the road and spend it on dope. That's not happening. If they have a different method, and if there's a what, and you can't give them the money because they have checks. If you give them the money, that's done. So
okay, I thought that was a new one. My bad. Did you see an old YouTube page from Patrick? He might have changed the name, because you can change the name, and it might from years ago. I don't know. I don't want to. You know, you can change the name. Let me clarify this because I just want to put it out there. I don't want to, and I'm not sucking on anyone's, I'm just saying you can change, I can create, this account right now was created a couple years ago. I can go in there right now and change my name to Marlboro Reds and Beer. Okay. And it's going to say that it was still changed. It was still created. You get what I'm saying? Okay.
Eric was supposed to have went to this law firm,
but I didn't go back 5 seconds far enough. I don't feel like it, but you guys can go back and I say Eric's lawyer can talk to him. I'm not really, I don't give a damn. I'm on the side of the Whittakers and where the money is. Okay, that's what I said. So anyone in the back, it's my opinion, speculation, no facts. Okay.
Whenever the law firm was called, they had never been contacted by Eric, period. If there was a way that they could obtain this money, that it would be put in like a trust, I'm like completely okay with that. But I'm just not going to go hand somebody $7,000 and then next thing you know, I see somebody with a, running a wheelbarrow full of methamphetamines up the road. I'm not doing it.
Well, honestly, it needs to be split into 7 ways because if you want to be fair about it, each individual person, or I mean, between Larry, Timmy, Ray, all of the people that were on that
Right,
month
Wise.
needs to get their share. So
Well,
really,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? So that's what Betty, what that's not in the contract though, so you have to go by that. But now
Yeah,
the contract's in void. So, that you're in a sticky situation, Patrick.
not really.
It feels like it to me. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this money. Like, I always try to put myself in this situation of the person I'm talking to. I'm like, what do I actually do? What would be in the best interest?
And the way I feel about it now is they need us, like Flies said in the chat. I feel that if they need an attorney or they need a septic, then that money needs to be taken to that attorney or whoever they choose to as an attorney, put down a retainer fee or whatnot. Okay, because you have the Brian guy over there talking about we need everyone to come together and, get 2 or 3 attorneys, like different types of attorneys. All right. So for me, I would put it on a septic tank or I would put it towards an attorney because we're also going to be getting another allotment of money come the 21st of this month. Maybe that would be enough to pay for an attorney. I don't know. Okay. Tabitha, thank you. But people weren't seeing that, Tabitha. People were acting like I got it, allowed him up on my panel to push his narrative. I am still wanting the truth. I still do. I'm over here looking like that. I'm waiting. Nothing. Okay.
And not make me look like a real shit face. By keeping it, if I give it to him, it's going to be used nefarious. If I keep it, I'm looking like an asshole. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I'm not interested in keeping it because I'm not greedy.
Right.
But I mean, if there's a way that they could get paid, like they need stuff down there, you know what I mean? And you know damn good and well if you go down there and you hand them money, it's
Right,
not going to
honey
go to
child.
what they need. I can promise you that.
Right. Yeah, I could see that because there was a video that I've seen with BJ's boyfriend up there with the load of cash. I don't know what that was about, if it even had to do with Whittaker money way back in the day.
It's
I
whenever
don't
Mark
know.
was involved and Larry's trailer supposedly burnt down, and that's how that happened.
So
Okay.
I
And
just want
go
to,
ahead.
I have to say something, and this is
Sure.
not going to be popular. This is not going to be popular, and I don't even like want you to answer it. I just feel like I need to say it,
Okay.
and I don't want you to be defensive because that's not our relationship. I don't want it like that. My
Okay.
feeling is the Whitakers earn their money. It's not up to anybody to decide how they get it. It's almost you're doing, in my opinion, kind of what like Eric did. Like you can only get it if you do this. They've earned it. They might not spend it the way you want them to spend it, and that's not
And I understand that. I
okay. I just
understand.
wanted you to hear that
Yeah,
side.
I understand that. But you know what? You have to also think of it in a sense.
Bonnie, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. They knew about BJ and her habits from day one. Period. In my opinion, and in Bonnie's opinion too. Okay. They also knew that Whittaker drew checks. Absolutely, in my opinion, because Eric also, there's also a video of Mr. Eric stating about, and we can play it if we need to, that's on YouTube, that said that they receive monthly check because they said the question was asked from the chat. We may have to pull that freaking video. We may have to pull that freaking video, okay? Because it said, what are you going to do with the YouTube money now? And he slid right on in to, well, they receive monthly checks. Like, and the way I interpret it was that, hey, what about me? I don't receive a monthly check, but they do. That's how I interpret it. Okay. I'm not saying that's where his mind was, but that's the way I interpret it. Okay. I appreciate that. But a lot of people did, honey.
That whenever I started all this back in May, like this is not just something that laid in my hands. I mean, it was work to get to where I was at. To
Right.
get
I believe
Timmy,
that.
Timmy with his speech, teaching him how to be you know, on his own a little bit to be able to do stuff and make decisions for himself and the right decisions and stuff like that. And I know that to other people that it may not sound like that it's the right thing to do for me to hold money, and I don't feel like that. But also, it's kind of like anybody with any sense would know or have a thought. Why would I go down there and just fling somebody some cash, and then the next thing you know, somebody's complaining 2 or 3 days later they need a roll of snuff because somebody went up the road and stuck it up their damn nose. That's ignorant.
I understand.
But now we've seen that Brian guy delivered wood and groceries. So, you know, I'm just putting out what's been shown on social media. Good, bad, and the ugly, okay? So, you know.
I had to ask the question. I'm not in the situation where people are going to start borrowing stuff from me because somebody spent the money in the wrong way. And so I want you to understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Mr. Patrick, could you take me back to the day that you decided? Because I have my own day. I think that you was hanging out with Timmy.
And this is what I tell him here. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, she's in love with Patrick." That's my personality, is to kind of be not a jokester, but I wasn't prepared for this. Okay, so it was kind of like going off. Anyway, they will get a 1099 at the. Yes, they will, Pindar. Absolutely. When will it end, Bonnie? I have no idea. I just seen a comment on Facebook where someone claimed only 2 of them get checks and that they supported 4 people on 2 people. And that's hard to do, Pringles. I mean, I don't know what their check is, but I'm going to tell you that's probably very hard to do in today's economy. Just going to be real.
We decided to go get some cheeseburgers. We're both broke. Let's do this. All right.
Oh, the taxes on that's going to be crazy. Hey, Psychology Eats. I have a question about, I didn't watch all your video because I got a phone call, but I was watching her video last night where she was trying some food, which really made me kind of hungry, and I was upset about that. But I want to know about the Arby's steak bite thingies. So let me know how those were if you tried them. I'm sorry. Good to have you.
And I don't mean that nefarious, but that would be something I would do with my friend. Let's make some funny videos and make some money off of YouTube. Okay, so
I'm serious. I would. That's exactly what I'd be like. Hey, you hungry? If I live in the country with nothing to do, and we need, we're hungry. We have no jobs. We're broke. We're hungry. Let's make some videos. I'd tell me and Mama Bear, we're out here in the country, living off nothing. We're barely getting by. Okay, be like, girl, we about to make us some videos. And we're going to cash you in on it. Okay? I could see that happening, like, for real.
Okay.
I did have a nervous laugh. I was so nervous because I knew that it had a the nuggets are horrible. Oh, man, I was going to get some during my jury duty. The first day that I had to go, like, I went and got something to eat. They give you, like, an hour and 15 minutes. And I seen them. And I was like, I think I'm going to pass. So I went with my old standby at Arby's, okay? I'm sorry to interrupt this, but damn it. All right.
I mean, I'm from the
I was so nervous. You're right. This is a nervous laugh. I was nervous because I wasn't prepared. Thank you for dropping her link. Everyone, please, she's funny to me. I don't know. She reminds me of my family, okay? So that's why I like going over there.
I know how it works.
The first time that I ever done anything with Timmy, so like there was several, like I bought this house 2 years ago, so I just come back to this house last year because I was out on the road driving trucks, and I worked some down in North Carolina on that flood they had down there, and then whenever I come home, Timmy just started coming up the road, and he'd come to the turnaround in the driveway, and then he'd walk back down the road, and just like one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend some time with Timmy, just see where it goes. The first time that me and Timmy ever spent time with each other, period. My mom had called me and she said, I just made some pinto beans and cornbread and fried potatoes. You want to come out? I was like, yeah, I'll come out. I said, I'm going to bring Timmy with me. So I went down and asked Betty. I said, is it okay if I take Timmy out to my mom's house? And she's like, well, yeah. That's how it all started.
So when did you decide to go ahead and make videos and start uploading it?
Like I think maybe like March.
Put me in your frame of mind. Like, take me there. Be like, okay, here's what we're going to do. And did you have a conversation with Betty? And like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, Betty knew that was, she knew that I like done videos and stuff with Timmy, but the videos with Timmy was never an object of money. It was to see somebody that had never experience life the way that we had,
Right.
you know, to be able to get off a porch and go fishing or just like do stuff. I mean, hell, he done stuff that I've never done until we done things together. I've never done it in my life, and I'm 46.
Right,
Right.
I got
right.
you. So this has always been tossed around because Eric brought it to the table.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll be skipping
So
around a lot.
Pam wants to says the records say purchase of house closed on 9/30/2024, not 2 years ago. There's that. Okay, BS. It takes 4 to 6 weeks to transfer the title over. I checked it out for Odd West Virginia. A lot of people do a lot of checking. So, read the chat. Question why did Patrick never take Ray to his or the I know in August that the end of August, the day before he went to the Blue Cat. Okay, he did get to go to that one. I don't know why he didn't do it. But there was also another appointment that he had in the latter part of August, but I don't know what happened.
And
That's when I'm
'cause
scratching my nose here. I don't want people thinking I'm doing drugs.
oh no,
You
it's
know
a
how that
sign.
is. You know
Yeah.
how that is.
Yeah.
Or it's a sign that hey, don't ask that question.
And I have to agree with you, Christy. I did go back and look, and just on the comments of the um, pictures that are still there, there wasn't a lot of traction, but it may have took a while for it to pick up. Two things can be the same at once. It could be because Mr. Eric came in and put them out on all different platforms, or it could have just been getting in people's algorithm. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that. And for everyone that's clipping this, I am not an expert at anything. Okay. And this is not a fact based channel. This is our observation. I am not responsible for how you interpret anything. Okay.
Somebody put
Oh,
glasses
no.
down or something. We have this is not pre-planned.
I think
or I
so,
would
Oh, I
be on
know.
camera with
Be like,
Patrick
you know,
and Toddy, but
a couple nights.
planned. We haven't talked behind the scenes or anything. So this is raw dogging it over here, okay? Forefront that you guys were having a conversation. You threw a phone at him. The guy's wanting money for the grandma. Did you pay the grandma back? Everyone says pay the grandma back, Patrick.
That was taken care of a long time ago, and that's bullshit. And I can actually, well, I mean, I'm not gonna blast her on here. This
Okay.
is something that took place 20 years ago. I mean,
I don't know how long ago it was, but people were wanting me, and a lot of the questions that I was asking was from the chat. Okay. Not my own questions. I was trying my hardest to get the questions out of the chat, but it was moving very, very quickly. I was running the front end of YouTube and the back end of StreamYard. So I had a lot of things going on, and I did the best that I could. And my best wasn't the best as good for anybody. So take it what you want. Right? I said, pay the grandma back, damn it. I did totally say that. I was like, pay the grandma back.
it's a long damn time. You know what I mean? And people just talk that kind of trash. And you know, like you or Toddy, I'll bet y'all have her number and you could call her. And she just, you know, it's just bullshit. It's just something for somebody to talk about. That was taken care of a long time ago. There's more to it than what's told, and that's just the way it is.
Well, my mom and dad used to always tell me there's two sides to every pancake, you know? So
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
we
just-
only have one side thus far. Dad, we only have one side of the pancake. We need to have Mr. Eric come over here and talk to us.
it is what it is. Somewhere in the middle
Yeah.
is the truth. So this Aquabass is saying in 2019 a GoFundMe that was set up for Timmy Whittaker. Do you know anything?
I don't know
Thank
nothing
you,
about
Riley,
that
too.
because I've done seen that, and I don't know, like,
It
think
said
it's
something
like-
about on behalf of Patrick's brother that passed.
my no, it's on my brother's wife, and I don't even know where the hell that came from. That has nothing to do with me.
Got ya. So Aquabass, there's that. So I'm gonna keep going.
So, in the comments on another platform was like, yeah, but he had started a GoFundMe years ago in Ray's name. Here's your answer, okay? If you would come over and listen to the interview and not some things that were just clipped, then you would hear the answers, okay? So I highly suggest anyone that would like to listen to this full interview, then listen to it. Listen to it with an open mind, then base your opinion. Do not allow people to push a narrative on you. You are educated adult people out here. Okay. Don't allow someone to push a narrative on you. When you get informed, then make your opinion. Okay. Me, I'm still with the Whittakers. That's it.
Down here. Uh give them your
If y'all go ask him, no, I ain't gonna say that. Never mind.
Yeah, and you guys, this is just his words. We're not out here. We're not holding court here. We're having a conversation with Patrick.
Patrick,
I,
have you ever borrowed? I'm sorry. Have you ever borrowed money from the Whitakers? Did you ever borrow?
Never,
You never
never,
took that advance from
never.
the Whittaker?
I
Okay.
ain't never took a damn dime from them, but I have receipts showing that I spent $1,800 of my own money on them. So that's
Oh. So here I was like, okay, so there was text messages that was released about, well, you guys, they're out there, okay? We've seen them. So I was like, what?
bullshit too.
That's
So-
okay. That's why we're asking, man.
Yeah,
This is
Sure.
you. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I'm like totally okay with getting this out and open, and I'm hoping that once this conversation is over with, that's it's done.
I'm
And
hoping
if they
so
keep
too.
asking, then they can just do
Right.
whatever they need to do. I
Yeah,
don't have
you know,
time.
so
I would feel good, honestly, that we were gonna do something, but I think this is the best thing, and I'm gonna take bits of it and put it on my channel
Absolutely.
anyway.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
Dottie.
do it over here. Lady K is gonna let other content creators take it, put stuff on their channel, so that your
hopefully
story
it's
finally
clever.
gets out there.
Well,
and then
I'm hoping that
everybody
maybe I can make me a damn YouTube, so I can maybe get some out there too, make some.
And I can show you behind the scenes because people think, oh, she made big bank off of this. I will, at the end of this stream, I will show you exactly what was made off of this video. And I can tell you right now, it was $47 and I think like maybe 18 cents. So if that money needs to be split between Patrick, Toddy, and myself, we can do that. That will buy you a McDonald's lunch. Now, do not try to go to any other high-end restaurant on this money because you will be broke. And as you can watch the live chat, I was not receiving super chats and stuff like that. The members that are over here that watch me know I don't want that kind of stuff during an interview because people like to say that you're grifting. She's making, and there was no deal made behind the scenes. There wasn't time for a deal to be made behind the scenes with Mr. Patrick. Okay. But if anyone would like to know, I made $47. $47. And I will show you that. Okay. On this video. It is what it is.
Monetization off of it.
right? Let me
You
tell
can
you,
do
people
that.
get so weird about monetization on YouTube. Everybody wants in your business. I had a monetized channel before I ever did the Whittaker information. So, people, I'm like, whatever. So, a lot of people want to know about the insulation drywall $4,000 situation. Can we talk about? Oh,
Sure we
So
can.
here comes up, and I'm asking the questions that you guys want. Place it in my bed and roll around on it. So people wanted to know this question, and I asked it. So we'll slow it down so we can hear, we can listen. Okay.
okay.
People talk-
I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
I'm going. Go ahead. I'm going to bring this person is called the Good Nunya. She always very
Wait, let's go back.
diplomatic. She's will never
I don't
cuss
think it was answered.
dollar situation. Can we talk about? Oh,
Sure we can.
okay.
People
I'm
talk-
going to $1,000 situation. A lot of people want to know about the insulation drywall
And I
$4,000
don't remember if we went back to it. Oh,
situation. Can we talk about? Oh,
Sure we can.
okay.
People talk-
I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
I'm going.
and then the Good Nunya came up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I appreciated her coming up and I appreciated her great questions.
Go ahead. I'm going to bring this person is called the Good Nunya. She always very diplomatic. She's helped me through my level-headed lady.
I'm out right here. I'm about
Okay,
right.
first and foremost. Oh,
Hi, Lady K. Hey, Patrick.
honey.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I just had some quick questions for you. So, in the contract, did it ever state that the money would be held for them,
No.
or did it state that they would be paid out?
Which is a good question. I mean, would it say, well, we'll only pay you if BJ's not around? We'll only pay you if you do what I say. We'll only pay you if. Was there any if? Was there any if in this?
It stated that they would be paid out.
Okay, then. Bam. Don't run too fast. Don't fall down, Pindar.
Okay. And so the current holding back of the money is a personal choice that violates that contract potentially?
that violates the contract. I mean,
And I think he got frustrated with the good Nunya because he didn't like her questions. But she's a straight shooter. And that's the community that I come from. It's a straight shooter, no accusations. We need receipts and we need the facts, okay?
I mean, I guess it could be a violation, but
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And then my next question is do you have or have you shown on your page or anywhere a screenshot of the money that's sitting in that bank account you spoke of earlier for the Whittakers?
oh yeah, I mean, I can do that, but I'm not going to.
But that hasn't been shown. I think maybe people thought that we wanted to see bank account numbers and stuff like. No, that's not. There's a way. Everyone gets a bank statement. Okay. You can go right up to the damn ATM and get a ATM and say account balance. Take a black Sharpie and scribble it out, except for the date. We want to see the date. Okay, all your pertinent information. You know what I'm saying? I would be happy with that.
Screenshot it and show everybody on Facebook.
Why can I ask why that is? I mean, obviously, like I'm not talking about your account information, not like that, but
Right.
just something that shows it's a current day balance of that
Yeah,
bank
that's
account.
what I current day balance as of today. That's it. That's all. And Mr. Eric too. Mr. Eric, can we have a current day balance? Could you post that so the community can relax a little bit? It's the community's money. That's donated money. That's from every view. That's from every comment, and that's from every click. If it wasn't for the people watching your content, then you would have zilch, nada, zero, in my opinion, allegedly. Not a fact-based channel, speculation nation. Thank you.
Account so that people can see that that money is still there and still being held for them
Yeah,
and
I mean,
accounted for.
that's not an issue at all. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
have a problem with that. I'm just saying that I'm not going to, I'm not going to take a screenshot of my personal account and then put out there and be like, hey,
Don't need to. Never ask you that. Good Nani was fire. She's a beast. She never does.
everybody can see this right here.
Right. No, that's not. We wouldn't. I don't think anybody would ever want to see
Yeah.
your personal stuff.
I mean,
But
out
again,
of,
like,
out of you three, I don't have no problem whatsoever sending it to you. And what you do with it is totally up to
Right.
you. But
Well,
I'm not going to go.
I don't put personal people's information.
Yeah, and I would not dox or put people's personal information out. I just won't do it. People have sent me stuff and I refuse to put it out. Would it prove some stuff? Yes. Of donations? Yes. But I made a verbal agreement that I would not, and I will not do it until they say, okay, now you can show it. Then I will. But until then, absolutely freaking no. And it was not a bank statement or a daily running balance or an ATM slip that you get at the ATM of a daily balance. I've not been shown that. So, no, I have not.
Out because that's not the proper way to do respecting another human first and foremost. But if we could show so people will feel secure that their money is safe, at least what you have control over. See, there's more money to be talked about because there's all your social. Okay, let me tell you, this will be people will ask Mr. Carroll the same questions, Patrick. Okay?
Yeah, kick his ass on your channel though.
No,
But and he's more than welcome to come.
you probably won't.
Yeah, but you know what will be is it could cause him to show some receipts. Like what Patrick's on there. Patrick's on there showing
I know for a
receipts.
fact. I know for a fact that on September the 4th, the day of September the 4th, he showed me just YouTube, and it was at $45,000.
Okay, guys, that's for a month, $45,000. I don't know who else makes $45,000 a month unless you're a hell of an investor. Okay, so we're talking about a large sum of cash here, almost over $100,000. That has a potential to change someone's life here in the United States of America, the way the economy is today, in my opinion. Everything I say over here is not fact-based, it's opinion-based. I am not a sleuth channel.
I know for a fact, and that's not something he's going to lie about. So if you take from September the 4th, and I left from the condo up there on September the 6th, well, just think about it.
Exactly. That's people's money that they make a year from working a full-time job. Think about that, folks.
There to whenever he got into his just wanted to talk shit and whatever. I mean, think about how much more that it became. It's probably got hundreds of thousands. It's probably at least 150,000 at least.
No, I know how much you get.
So
on,
now he's saying that it's around $150,000. Now, some people don't make that in the year of working their ass off in a job where they sweat, where they labor, where they have to use their brain. Okay. Different types of jobs out here in the world. But I'm going to tell you what, it didn't. Never. I'm going to be zip it. Let's not do it. Mhm.
I know how much you get on YouTube and all of those super chats and stuff like that people saw.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Yeah, can I ask you a question? The good Nunya was in the chat, and I'm really behind, and I apologize. I'm trying to
Sure.
catch up, guys. But what pages were listed in the contract? Like, was it included the YouTube?
everything. Everything.
Okay,
Everything.
so
It said anything that has to do with a platform and it has the Whittakers on there, that's considered. Yeah.
So I don't know if we answered the question, but we were
Right,
talking about
Token?
it, and then the good Nunya popped up. So we were getting to the drywall, the plywood, the $4,000 that was over from donations for an Airbnb.
I'd like to see where that's at because I think that I've showed that. I showed that to you, Toddy, yesterday of the $1,000 that Eric Carroll sent me and what it says.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm so used to stopping when I watch a video that I don't have to stop this. This is my content. I apologize, guys. So if I don't stop it enough to answer your questions, don't think that I'm ignoring you. I'm just very used to stopping during watching a video because that's TOS. I'm not a sleuther. I am not an investigator. Okay. All opinion. I keep saying that just to be a smartass because there's been some social media platforms that she's not real good at this. She's not a very good sleuther. So I'm saying that just because I'm an asshole today. Thank you.
that stuff yesterday. That's the stuff
And
that
we
I
figured it out because I misspoke too, and we figured it out, and I stood corrected because people were like, "Well, you sent him a certain amount of money through some sort of PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever,
Yeah.
of a certain amount of money, which would pretty much equal the amount that month from the Facebook." So I'm assuming that was from the Facebook money that you sent to Eric, his half or his.
I'm going
third
to
or
send this
whatever.
to you, Lady K. I'm going to send this to you now so that you can put it up and maybe Patrick could go over it. At least he could see it. You know what I'm saying?
Because we were misrepresenting it, and I did not want. I
Okay.
wanted to correct it because what it was I need the half of the Whittaker's money paid back to them, and I'm thinking that I read it as because you had borrowed money. I was assuming that it was borrowed
No.
for installation, but
No,
it was
I
really
never borrowed. I never
it was
borrowed
really
money.
Facebook money. That was a payment for the Whittakers. Is that correct or no?
The $6,000. Well, it's the $9,000. Well, Toddy has it. The $9,000 was sent to the Whittakers for their half.
I just sent you an email, Lady K.
So that's what.
So right here, he was saying that Eric asked him for the rest of the Whittaker money that I'm assuming came off of what she says that came off of his personal page off the Whittaker content. Okay. So he would have all of the Whittaker money.
And I said that I said up here was assuming that was that it was just lack of communication and
Yeah.
text. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been more than fair
Right,
to the
Cato?
Whittakers. I mean, I've never done nothing to them but try to make their life better. So
Well, to be fair, while your intentions may have been pure in the beginning, I think I would disagree with you on that part.
that's fine.
And the only reason why is because at this point, their life looks very different than it did before anybody got
Absolutely.
involved with them. And it's not for the better. Their lives have not been, they're not better off today because
No.
people got involved or, in my opinion, potentially exploited them. So I think, like, just to be fair about that part, again, I'm not doubting anybody's great intentions in the beginning. I think that once money got involved, it looks a little bit different, and that happens to a lot of people everywhere.
Well, I mean, you have your opinion, and that's fine, but you know.
Yeah, I think it snowballed. I think, and from
Well,
my perspective,
Right. I'm just like, we have to put some clapping in the chat for the good Nunya. Okay. I don't know where. I think she's on vacation somewhere or something, but she's not going to see this probably. But we need to clap for the good Nunya because she's like, listen, their life looks completely different than it once was, and not for the better. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Eric, good to see you, baby. if this goes to court, I'd be happy to camp out at the courthouse each day for you to live stream if that's even possible. Tabitha, I've spoke to my husband, and he said if it would go to court and I would be interested in it, we're retired, so we can do what we want to do, usually, and we'll, but if I can't make it, I'm going to take you up on that, baby. All right, and maybe we can do it together. I love to do things together. Okay, like we need, we need to do stuff together, honey. All right, maybe we can meet there.
I never called APS, and I never got anybody involved, and I never, I wasn't in the shit show that Eric tried to put out there.
I did have one more question, and then I'll hop down.
Sure.
Okay. My other
can have a
question
group.
is they currently, my understanding, and I
Cool.
could be wrong, that in order for everybody to return home and be together, that a septic tank needed to be replaced or fixed or something along the lines, or a septic system, excuse me, needed to be replaced or fixed. Why the money that you have sitting in the bank account, why hasn't that been used so that they can be reunited with each other?
I'll tell you why. Because you cannot put a septic system in a place that is, let me think of the word for it. It's in a flood zone.
And if I would happen to go to it, if it would go to court, I will not. I have zero intentions on ever going to the Whittaker home, by the Whittaker home, near the Whittaker home. I would never do that. Okay. Because I don't want to exploit them. I don't, no, nope. You couldn't pay me enough to do it. Never gonna do it.
The only place for them to put a septic tank is in a flood zone.
I know that.
So you can't do a perk test on a septic tank in a flood zone.
I know that as a real estate agent in New York State, that especially if you have to do an above ground septic, that you cannot do it in a flood
Cool.
zone.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, that you would have had to have done an above ground septic in that.
And the state of West Virginia doesn't offer that.
Oh, okay. Well, then
You
there
can't
you
do
go.
it.
I've been
Can't do it.
I'd have to do some research on that, so I'll take your word for it for now.
Yeah, I don't
Somebody
know
did
anything.
ask, currently on your current content, you're still continuing to use Timmy as an image on your channel at some point?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that because I didn't break a contract.
Did you sign the contract with the Whittakers or no?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and you have not given them their money as of right now?
No, I haven't.
Okay, all right. Okay, thanks, Lady K, for letting me up. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks, good Nunya. We love you. Eric says got the interview with it. Yes, it was by the seat of, I just did this by the seat of my pants, Mr. Jasper. It's always good to see you in here. So could I been more prepared? Absolutely, but I didn't have time. So
Welcome.
Okay, so I wanted to find there was something that I just saw that I wanted to send you that I didn't see actually until just now. Did you get the
I'm
the
getting ready
screen?
to check it
Okay,
right
okay.
now.
All right.
Okay. No, I didn't receive any new email. The last one I
Really?
got
Okay, hang on.
was
and I ended up receiving like 20 same emails. It was, I don't know, whenever you're under pressure or you're needing something right away, you guys always know electronics, they don't work. I got froze. It got stuck in the pits of hell. I was like, seriously, right now?
Hang on.
oh shit. I was in my I did. I was in my sent.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here it says you paid.
We tried. Me and Toddy both
Who's
tried.
that? Do you want me to show this, Mr. Patrick, or?
So you say yes. I want to make sure that those
This is
that,
just us trying to get it, so we'll just skip through
for the
it.
insulation and sheetrock. That's what it says here. And then
Yeah.
you paid out 5,000. Do you want to show
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Okay, so this kind of explains it, and it's very large, so we can see it. Because sometimes when people show stuff on screens and stuff, you can't see what it actually says, and they watermark everything,
Yeah.
And you can't really see, so I didn't want to
it's
do
hard
that.
to see. So this should be very
Anyway,
large.
Cruz painting
Let
again.
me add it to the stage. All right, so this, if you can't see this, I don't know what to tell you. So right here it says Eric Carroll between you. Okay, so it says you paid Eric Carroll $200. Michelle having gas money and dog food.
Correct.
Okay, Eric Carroll paid you $1,000 insulation and sheetrock.
Correct.
Okay, then it says you paid Eric Carroll 5,000. Whittaker monthly split part 1. You paid Eric Carroll $1,000, part of Whittaker's monthly 1/3. So that apparently that's the whole there. You know, like the 5 and 6,000.
There should be more than that. A total of $9,000.
Okay, then it says you. Well, yeah. There's one more at the very end here. It says you paid Eric Carroll $3,000, and it says business. So
Yeah,
maybe you
because
just go ahead.
there's the reason that I put business on there is because whenever I sent that to him, it would only let me send. It's kind of like a hiccup. It wouldn't let me send and put the same thing. You know.
And I think that, and if anyone does do anything with money apps, that it is very sensitive, and you can only send so much at a time.
What I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you use Cash App, PayPal, whatever, and they also have a limit of how much you can send, especially if
Yeah.
it's new. It triggers their system. But I can see that maybe you said business, then part of Whittaker's, and then so I mean it's very clear right there that you sent it, and then the Eric Carroll.
So
page over
I have a
27.
question. I have a question for Patrick. Patrick,
Okay.
is that a Cash App? Is that a Venmo? What is that?
That's a Venmo.
Okay, thank you.
So could you kind of see where people are, to kind of piggyback off what was said?
I sent you something else, Lady
Okay.
K.
All right. So could you kind of see where people are like,
Yeah, I mean, I can see where people are misconstruing things. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send you this too because I want you to see something here. Like this is.
all right. So this here is on August 27th, which I would like to.
Yeah, I would think so.
Let me tell you, do the math. So, right, as you and the Whittakers. So on the 27th of August, let me go back to the screenshot. On the 27th of August, if I can look on my screenshot here, it shows that you sent him like $5,000, so he would have had to pay then too, right?
Yeah.
So he's up here getting ready to ask for donations for an Airbnb on
Yeah.
the 27th.
That's
Yeah.
not the only thing I want you to see. What I want you to see is, and I just sent you something else, Lady K, is I want you to see, and this is what I started with at the beginning. This is one person is Patrick. There's no other people that are involved. It's just Patrick. But even Eric Carroll's using two different Venmos.
Right.
He's using two different Venmos. So
Okay.
why
Is it okay to bring it up on the screen, guys? Is it you guys
Yeah, bring it up there. I mean, hell, everybody needs to see it.
how did this person get in here?
Yeah,
Like,
I
have a
will not be going
7-day
by anybody.
Oh, okay.
House.
I'll move her. See, I get stuck in my own chat. Sorry. Share this here.
Okay.
So what we got here is on the 27th. Trying not to ask for money donations. I don't know if anyone feel comfortable doing the bookings and just giving me the information. I hate asking for money. I absolutely loathe it because people always think the worst of your intentions. I only doing this because that's the only way I can put it off. So there's his Venmo.
But not only that, I want people to think of something. He's asking for reimbursement. Like, if he's asking for reimbursement for donations that got him somewhere, there's a problem with that.
Right. And we brought that up in a past stream that I've done. That's a problem.
When was the interview? Which interview? I'll have to rewind. This interview was maybe 6. I can tell you exactly. Let me close this out. 8 days ago.
How can you be reimbursed for something? Was it a loan from your community? Or
right.
Yeah, it was from the Odd First State Bank and Trust.
There you go. And the fact that he really does use two different, he definitely uses two different Venmos.
I'll go
And
back because people said they
I
couldn't
want to
see
say
it.
two
So
uses.
State Bank and Trust. Yeah, it was from the odd first State Bank and Trust.
There you go. And the fact that he really does use two different, he definitely uses two different Venmos.
you're welcome.
And I want to say two different PayPals too. As you can see, one is an LLC, and then one is his personal one. In the meantime, they're both doing business. So I mean,
Right.
it's hard to keep track of money. I mean, that's why like the GoFundMe was it. This is where you get screwed up. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
do you guys want me to show this one where it's a different Venmo, where Dwayne Ward is putting out the Venmo that Dad Talk stuff, PayPal, whenever he's asking for the donations for the Airbnb? Is that what you guys want me to bring it up on the stage or?
I don't care.
Okay.
I think
It ain't
I
got no
think that's where
involvement with me.
So there is two different types of pay sources, we'll just call it, whenever asking for donations. So to me, that makes confusion to where I don't like confusion because that gives too much room for error.
Yeah, I like one pay source, okay? One way to donate. But I think that the reason may be some people don't have PayPal, some people don't have Venmo, some people don't have Cash App. So I get why, but for me and an accounting purposes, I mean, you have to, that's too much. I don't like paperwork. And just to say this again, this is a speculation channel. This is not a fact based channel, and I am not a sleuth. I am not a crime channel. I talk whatever I want to on any given day. Thank you.
You know what I'm
especially
saying?
when it's other people's monies. That's absolutely correct. Especially when it's other people's monies.
So here is where all the information, if anyone wants to look it up. And
So
like,
whenever you see the last four numbers for the Venmo, that's the
Yeah.
last four digits of your phone number.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Misty.
Yeah,
I just
don't
gotta keep
do
reminding
any
people.
of this type of pay stuff. So, all right, got you. So yeah, that's a good question. Like why and
I
where
believe
was the
so,
money? Like,
Justine.
oh boy, did they
Wait a
ever
minute.
show you?
I got to tell you something. There's three different Venmos. I'm not lying because there's an LLC, there's a Dad Talk Today, and then there's his personal Venmo. I mean, there's an LLC. I know, I saw it. So there's three different Venmos. Like, and you want to? There's something wrong with that.
Mhm.
How are
there's
you
nothing wrong with
keeping
that.
track of money? How are you keeping track of money when there's three different Venmos collecting?
Right, and let's correct this. I believe the good Nunya jumps back up here and says what she says, and to clarify and clear my name, because see, I'm not a true crime sleuth. I am a channel that just talks. I'm not fact based. Okay, so she gets up here to clarify that, hey, she looked into it. People were working behind the scenes as quickly as they could to either confirm or deny the statements that were being made. Okay, yes, whenever you have a small channel like mine, you still have people that are going to work behind the scenes for you in real time. And that's what was being done. And so I want to make sure that this gets cleared up.
Money supposedly for the same thing, and actually donations.
Yeah, the good Nunya. I showed the receipt of the receipts of Patrick transferring their part of the money to Mr. Eric, and Mr. Eric wasn't the one that was in
Right.
charge
So,
of the Whittaker
and
finances.
that's what I want to get out here too. Appalachian people, most of us are educated, high jobs, and nice normal jobs. Do not have get in your mind that these people that you're talking about West Virginia, okay, they are smart people. Just because they live differently than you, that you think is different, that's a you problem, not a them problem. I hate that shit. I really do.
He did not transfer this last pay to Mr. Eric with the Whittaker money for the simple fact that he left and said that he didn't want no more to do with them. So he's this is the way I'm gathering it. He's holding on to the money. That is the same Venmo account though. So they're saying it's the same Venmo account. Let's look. Let me bring it back up on stage. We can look at it very closely. See, I'm going to tell you, people, I have a tough crowd. Well, I think there's a whole other beast over there.
No, I have a tough crowd usually in my chat. Like they will, if we're gonna show something, they want to see it down to the freaking penny, to the penny. That's why I had no problem showing my back into my StreamYard on this video, because people want to see. I don't have to lie to anybody. I'm not up here to lie to you. I mean, I can make up some wild stories, couldn't I, about this? I could make up some crazy, and run the hell out of it, but I choose not to.
Be honest with you.
Hey,
Over on
I don't have nothing to hide. I don't care.
I'm going to tell you though, I've learned a lot. Facebook is a whole nother freaking animal. I don't want no part of Facebook. Lord Jesus.
Hey, Facebook, I'm not a sleuth. I'm not a true crime channel. I just talk what I want to talk. Fact check everything. Enter at your own risk.
All right, so let's see. Let me.
Y'all gonna have to hurry up though, because I need a dip of snuff, and I know people don't like me dipping.
Well, you can turn.
So about the Airbnb,
Okay, there's that.
that's a question that people have asked. Did you trash the Airbnb?
No, I did not. And actually, I have. Well, we talked about something yesterday, Todd. You remember?
Yeah, we talked about quite a few things.
Well, we talked about something that coincided up there at that Airbnb. Remember?
Yes, I do.
I don't want to say anything about that right now.
Okay.
But I can promise you, I didn't trash it.
Yeah, we didn't see any pictures of it either. We didn't see any pictures trashed.
I mean, what? Like, you have to think about something like this, and this should make sense to some people. I mean, unless they have a thought process that's not very good. So I had a broken damn leg. I couldn't walk, and I was on crutches. And I broke my leg August the 22nd. I got out of the hospital August the 26th. So I just want to know, how possible is it for me just to trash the hell out of a condo?
Let me ask you a question. How far is that condo from your house?
About 5 miles.
Yeah, so that's another thing I would say. Why would I trash something in my own neighborhood and have that held over my head like that?
And here's another thing too that people don't realize, that I didn't think about this at the time, but it was his idea. That he told me that he's like, man, why don't you just come out here and I'll get you a condo for a week. And I was like, I don't know. He's like, come on out here. That way you'll be close. So I went out there, but after the fact, whenever all this happened and I finally come back home, I was like, I know why he wanted me out there at that condo. And that's so I wouldn't be in the way of whatever he was doing down here, and I wouldn't see it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So, but we're still waiting on the video, because he told us, like, we're waiting over here for this video to drop to see all the poop and the spit and the pills. He said pills everywhere. Pills was
I said poop. I did.
everywhere.
Let me explain something to you about pill heads, and I've been around them my whole life. If you're on pills and you do pills, you sure as hell ain't gonna leave your pills somewhere.
Right. I was like, well, we haven't seen anything, and it just doesn't make good common sense, especially if you have dogs. For me, I think you love your dog. I mean, this might be simple, and but if you love your dogs, you're not gonna have pills all over the floor, because that's the safety issue for your damn dogs. So for me, I don't know. It just says crazy. I still have to see the proof before I'm just gonna be able to be like, well, he just trashed everything. And he did ask you. And another question that I had about the Airbnbs, Mr. Eric, was he said it was for the Whittakers. It was for him.
What do you mean? He said that his Airbnb was for the Whittakers?
Do you guys remember that video?
Yeah, that's why it was a 4-bedroom Airbnb, I thought, right?
Yeah.
No.
Do you guys remember him saying it was for the Whittakers for Labor Day and whatnot or whatever? And do you guys remember him stating that he asked Eric that he needed a break or, heal or whatever, or Eric asked Patrick to come and stay in the Airbnb? I have not seen any evidence that shows that Patrick asked to go stay in the Airbnb. I will stand corrected if someone can give me a timestamp and a video of both situations. I will stand corrected. I am not a YouTube sleuth. I am not a fact-based channel. This is just us talking about what we see on the internet. Thank you.
And hold on a minute. That Airbnb that he got, it wasn't for the Whittakers. That Airbnb was for those Amish guys and that Mark guy from California. That's what that was for.
Well, if you look at his past, I'll have to pull the clip. I mean, I'll prove it that what he said because it didn't make much sense to me. Why would he get a place for the Whittakers? And if it was their place, here's my assumption: if the place was so bad for the Whittakers that he felt like they needed to get an Airbnb, then why did he allow them to go back to the home until it was cleaned up? You see where I'm going here with this?
Hey, I'm not arguing with where you're going.
So I didn't never hear that before that it was for the
Right.
Whittakers until he.
Right, Flies. If anyone ever comes across it, let me know because I will always stand corrected. I am not ever going to say, hey, that this is it. This is what it is. Hell, no, it's a plausible situation. Okay. Eric absolutely said Patrick asks for the place. I remember both being said. Okay. That Eric asked him, and then they turned around and said Patrick asked. So I'd like to put those two together so we can hear it, right? Eric paid for Patrick's Airbnb out of the donations that came in per Patrick.
After the fact, and he said it was for the Whittakers. Okay, but it was 100% in my opinion that it was for him and his friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wanted the donations. I think that's why he said it was.
Cassie, that's exactly what I remember. Yep, he said Patrick needed a break, but ended up with the whole neighborhood being there. That's Cassie, that's what I remember. Cassie, do you know where that is? Because I need to save it in a playlist. Yes, Cassie. Yes, girl. Not to quote,
For the Whittakers, because seriously,
If he said it was for his friends, it's not very likely that he's going to get donations.
and that's what I'm saying. I think that's where he got donations, right? For that, Lady K.
I believe so. I mean, I don't want to, everything I state over here is from my opinion. And
Right.
And I said this during the video too, but people took like, oh boy. Okay.
Right.
So this isn't a fact. What people say, you can take it as a fact. But for me, I'm asking the question so I help me understand because there's so much mis and disinformation out there right now that I don't even know what the hell's true. So that's why we have Patrick.
Well, damn, I come on the wrong damn channel if you're not.
Right. I'm telling it right here to people, but they ran a different narrative about me on other platforms. It's fucking hilarious to me. Excuse the F word. I'm trying not to cuss so much, but I've been doing good, right, guys? Today I haven't been cussing. Ooh, baby. I think I need to have a Coca-Cola Classic.
Straightening things up.
We talk shit over here. I probably, okay. I mean, I'm telling you, we're crazy over here.
And the question is, people are saying,
and I think since I was kind of joshing around and messing around with them, people just assume that I'm on somebody's side. I'm not on anybody's side. The side that I'm on, justice and truth.
that you didn't even need that. Why did you need
I'm
Eric?
gonna write down that date,
and
September the
I know
2nd.
You didn't need Eric.
Oh.
Flies, you got that?
Can you just explain how that came about, please?
This is how this come about.
Flies.
So whenever I never thought that it would go any further than just me having videos and me and Timmy having fun and being like a kid growing up that never got to do anything. That's where I was at with this. I like the thought of going down and sitting on Betty's porch in the morning time and having coffee with them and just the banner and all that kind of stuff. The only reason that Eric come into the picture, which I have proof of it, he sent me a direct message through GoFund. That's how this all come about.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know. See, I showed that direct.
I thought
message.
it was through a Facebook. I thought it was through.
No, man, it came straight through GoFundMe, and everybody says Patrick's full of shit. That didn't happen. I'm telling you what, I have the damn email that I can send the whole damn.
And I want to clarify this because on other platforms you're saying he asked him to go on his Dad Talks channel. Okay, and whatever. For what? So he could say that he is now video or live with the Whittakers, and what kind of notoriety and what kind of views and stuff would he be getting whenever you just mentioned the Whittakers are going to be live on this channel, blah, 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 or just put Whittaker. Come on, folks. Don't play it stupid over here on YouTube.
The whole thing.
But he also said that he was watching videos too, and he, Okay, so he chose to go.
But
Okay.
that's the thing. So if he's watching videos on Facebook, why isn't he reaching out to Patrick? And I'm not trying to talk like you're
Yes,
not here,
Cassie.
but just critical thinking. Why is he reaching out to? Why wouldn't he reach out to him on Instant Messenger or
Okay.
something where you're trying to? Why go to the?
Got
What
you,
made him
Mulder.
go to the GoFundMe thing?
I don't know, but if there's somehow that I can like move off of this for a second, I will go to that GoFundMe and I will send you that email.
I have the email. I have that. I've showed it before over here.
Okay.
Let me see if I think I have it in my.
Okay,
I send all the information to my own
worries.
damn self whenever
That's all
I
right.
find
That's
it.
the way to do it.
So I send it to my own self, and I'm sure if I go here,
Let me get with
I have it.
Wise.
But you know what I need to start doing is I need to start labeling them. You know, the pictures, the screenshots, what they are, because to be honest with you, I seen that. I just didn't know where it come from. But because I wanted to verify. There were so much rumors going around. Patrick contacted Eric. Eric contacted Patrick. And I said, I want to know the truth over here.
Eric,
so I
Eric
finally
contacted me. I never contacted him first.
Right. And guys, if you go back in a previous video, I showed that information on here that Eric contacted Patrick. I just didn't know on what format. I did not know it was through the GoFundMe, and that's very interesting. You can send it to Toddy and she can share it on her page, but it's been shared on here. And so then I squashed that in my mind. Okay, yes, Eric clearly contacted Patrick. You can tell by the verbiage. And he told you that his dad was a preacher, that he has so many followers, subscribers, he has a dad podcast, he'd be willing to help, blase, Skippy, right?
Yep.
That's how it kind of went, right?
That's exactly how it went.
So, I mean, I did get something right. I'm going to put you guys on mute 1 second.
Okay, so I shared it for everyone up here. Patrick already posted that, right? And I think that you posted it. A matter of fact, because I did go over to your channel and I waited for you to post things. And
Yeah, I think that Patrick may have a bit of a record. Do your own research, people, if you feel like you need to. It is what it is.
I'm like, well, let's get it out. Here it is, right? It
Yeah.
kind of feels like you're trying to give Patrick a pass to make Eric bad guy. Both
See, but this is where it starts. You're giving Patrick a pass. What did people want me to do? Get up in here and go for the juggler? Why? We're never going to get anywhere. We're never going to have a conversation.
can be bad.
Wow.
Absolutely. I've ran Eric across the coals. I've taken Patrick to the woodshed, right? Who doesn't do
And I'm saying that with Patrick on the panel, people. Let's be fair. If you're going to review me, be fair about it.
right by the family they have financially benefiting from the state.
He didn't respond to it, and that's what it is.
Absolutely. I have held everyone's feet to the fire. What I'm trying to get to is some sort of truth from the horse's mouth, because a lot of things have been twisted in videos that I've seen. So that's where it is.
Here's what I think. Let me just say, I think that, I don't mean to keep butting in, but I think that let the people that are responsible for what they're responsible for to be held accountable for what they're responsible for. Not that Eric needs to carry any of Patrick's crap. You know what I'm saying? Or not that Patrick needs to carry any of Eric's crap. It's that they need to be responsible for what they did. If Patrick made a bad decision because of ignorance,
okay, babe,
then
are you back in the chat? Because I need to see if you're all right if I put a blue dress on you, because one of my other mods needs to step away. If you don't want to, I get it. Coals on the claw. Flies on the coleslaw. If you don't want to, I get it, but I can do it for this stream, and then, if you don't mind, I'll wait for your answer.
That's something that, okay, you're going to stop that you're going to hold against him. Okay, that's great. But if somebody did something and it was motivated by money, there's a different issue there. So that's what I'm saying. Let the people be held accountable for what they're responsible for. Is that fair?
Right. So do you think that Eric knew the land was tied up in airship, and that and how there was no explanation? Do you think he explained that? Did anyone explain to him that it was tied up in airship?
He knew that from the get-go because of
Oh my God.
Me and Eric had a conversation.
And this is very interesting to me. Thank you, Flies. Very interesting to me, okay? Misty, we always are overstimulated over here. It's the damn caffeine in the coffee, honey. Relax, don't worry about it. Nice to see you, freaking fabulous. Good to see you. This right here was very interesting to me, and also I have in my possession. I cannot release it at this very moment in time, but I can tell you that there were conversations with other people behind the scenes that were in early on, that this property needs, oh, that you need to, that is, you can't build on it right now. I'm just going to put it at that.
Station because he kept saying,
That's a great question, Tamara. When he started seeing things unfold, um, why would he not? Like, I'm going to stand up for my neighbor.
that Eddie or that Betty wanted her house, log house built on the backside of the property. And I was like, no.
Cassie, I'm sorry, honey, but I'm going to tell you that there was conversations, and I'm saying this for Mr. Carroll and Mr. Warwick. If we know that there was conversations. I'm not telling it to get my friends in my computer upset with me. I'm just saying that they know what I know.
No, that's bullshit. And, I talked to Betty about it like in the beginning because I told Betty, I was like, you know what? She told me what she wanted. She wanted a house across the road and she wanted like a porch built on top of the rocks across the road. And she said she wanted to sit on her porch like she always has and drink coffee and watch cars go by. She said, I've done that all my life. Why the hell would I want up in a holler?
Right. So, so someone's saying that good on you. There are people out here going and verifying stuff. So it says I looked up Eric's page. They only had one Venmo posted, and it's the Dad Podcast. Not sure what that is, but that's what he posted. I think that they was posted in different locations too. Like that Dwayne was putting it out somewhere on some format, but I don't know where. So I don't know if it's
On
the
Dad
same.
Talk, I think one was on Dad Talk.
Yeah, I think one was on Dad Talks because there's a Dad Talks
Hey,
page
Oz,
as
good
well
to see you,
and an
honey.
Eric Carroll page. So that's where the confusion might be coming to as well.
Yeah.
And different things are being posted, and it was also said that he had a quote quote man that takes care of the donations for him. So I don't know if that quote quote man is the person that is that their Venmo, or I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know either, but I know that his Dad Talk, and I know that the YouTube, that's where all that this whole thing of the donation money, of me getting accused of donation money, ain't nobody ever sent me donation money. And that's why I was so like, I give my phones to play.
Okay, so I did receive a response allegedly from Mr. Patrick because I did a video about said donations. Okay. I think what I was told was a misunderstanding. So I have to take what people say, okay? We'll just keep going.
So I was like, here you go. I don't have nothing to hide.
So how was the donate? Do you know anything from the back end, like how the money was separated from what was considered a donation? Was the stuff on YouTube and the stars on Facebook and people send you like super chats, cash, or all of that super chat stuff and stars was considered a Whittaker donation?
Yep.
Okay, so that because we didn't know if it was only Cash App money or Venmo money that people chose to send that way, if that's considered a quote quote donation.
They were sending money to him through Cash App and Venmo and through Dad Talk, and then some other form of some other kind of form of something I'm not sure about.
But not through super chats and super thanks, because you got to wait a month to get that. That's what I'm confused, because he made a comment too that. And maybe I misheard it, but
let me drop this so I can add good onion because I don't know how many I can have,
but
or things I can have open. Okay, go ahead. Talk.
Okay, where he said, I forgot what I was doing. I wasn't sure you heard me there for a second. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I was confused.
Yeah, I think that there was a little frustration because I kept popping good onion up there. I have a base of people that I surround myself with, and they're going to stand up for me. And I would like to apologize if that threw her off, That wasn't the intention at all. Um, she didn't say it was, but you know, I'm loyal to people that are loyal to me as well. And I have, never mind, let's go.
It's about what you were saying. So sorry about that.
So, Good Nunya probably has another question. She probably went out looking around and she got to clarify something. But I don't want to get off that property yet with the Amish. I want to. I want to go. And if you knew, did you just kind of feel like you needed to write it out with him about building a house? If he knew it was tied up in airship, you can't build on something that they don't actually own.
That right there is where the confrontation started with me and Eric. Is he
Okay.
was just trying to do so much. I mean, it's kind of like he wanted everything to happen. He wanted everything to happen now, and I was just like, I tried to explain to him. I said, we live in West Virginia. We don't live in Georgia. It gets cold in West Virginia 3 months ahead of what Georgia does, and you're talking about building a house that wouldn't get done until December. You know what I mean?
Right. And do you know why he wanted the Amish to do it? I'm sure that there are local contractors in West Virginia that could have used the business. Why did he go over to Virginia into Perrysburg area to find Amish there?
In Parisburg,
Yeah, Perrysburg.
I'll
Good
tell you
morning,
why
it's
that happened
Ziggy.
is because whenever you involve yourself with the Amish and having them to build something for you, they don't go through the same banks that we do. They have their own bank.
Yeah, we track that down. It's something Bird Bank. And was
American,
that
I
bank
agree.
going to be the bank, that Bird Bank that's in that area and up to Pennsylvania? Is that the bank that was going to be responsible, if you knew, allegedly, going to be responsible for the Whittaker money?
Well, like I said, whenever I was out there at that condo, those guys come out there. He didn't bother introducing me to them or nothing. I mean, it was like I didn't even exist. So I don't know exactly what his motive was right there, but I'm sure it
Bonnie,
wasn't
that could
good.
be.
So why did the fallout happen around the house? Like what took place, if you don't mind telling us?
What do you mean? What took place around the
Like
house?
you said that something about you knew it was an airship and that's when the fallout started to begin because you can't move that quick. Like how did he respond to that?
He didn't respond to it that well. I mean, that's why all this stuff with BJ got involved in it.
Do you think BJ was a scapegoat?
Yep, you damn right I do.
Yeah.
And then that's how a lot of us are feeling too. Like for me over here, and I've been saying, I'm like, it looks to me like I'm not saying Eric. I think Eric came into this
Welcome back,
seeing an
Pindar.
opportunity, which I mean, he's a podcaster. That's what YouTubers do, just like Mark.
Yes,
I'm not saying
Oz.
anything
Yes,
is
he
wrong with
was.
that.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that's wrong, but I think that once he found, this is just my perspective, I'm not saying there's any truth to it, but once he found out that the house is not plausible
Right,
because of the
Cassie?
airship and it's going to take time, a lot of time, it wasn't benefiting him to what he needed it to do.
Okay,
I
awesome.
think the whole thing with the Amish was a scapegoat because he talked about permits, and there's no way that you can get permits that quick. And he said that he talked to a lawyer.
Right. I wish I would have asked that, Ashley. What was BJ scapegoat for, though? Was it just because that? Like, really? I know, man. Yeah, Oz, this is a old video, the video that we did with Mr. Patrick. So you're gonna see her up here. I'm little bitty over here because people said they couldn't see the receipts that I was showing, so I made the screen bigger. So Nunya is off doing Nunya.
Which turned out to be
I know, Ashley. Gosh, thinking back now, I'm like, man, there's so many more questions that I have. Okay. Hindsight's always, I know, man. I should have just like, but I didn't. I didn't.
they called that lawyer, and they said we've never had a conversation with Eric about anything. So
What? Nuh-uh.
yeah, that's
Now
facts.
wait a minute, because I
That's
just
okay,
want to say
Oz.
that again. That lady, just because I want to be fair in addressing things that were brought to my attention, I don't know what the truth is. I just want to say that that lady Sunny said that she had called some lawyers, and that one of them in the area said that it was
Conflict of interest.
yes, because I guess Eric at least called somebody about that, according to her.
Yeah, well,
I want to see what Lady K was the notice to vacate for BJ filed by Patrick and the Whittakers. Eric was in Georgia when he said it was filed. He was on his way the day BJ was evicted. If there was no abuse, why was it filed? Pringles, I remember. It's a good question. I remember him jumping back on, like, I don't know, going back Yes, I remember that whole situation, but I cannot remember. it- I don't know. I can't answer that,
Yeah.
but we can figure it out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
But there was no official attorney working with him to set up an
no,
heirship or a
no,
trustee
no,
account or
no.
in that area. In that area. We don't know if in another area, right? We got to leave that. He may have been doing it some other area.
I don't see
And
where he had done it any other area
Right,
because I mean
Price?
that was exactly what he tried to bring the point that he told people that he contacted that lawyer about setting up a trust, and then whenever that lawyer was asked about setting up that trust, they're like, we ain't never talked to him about he called, said something about making an appointment, but there was never a meeting.
That's the
well,
guy's name begins with a D, I believe.
So let me tell you, remember that he said that he didn't go ahead with the meeting because Betty was getting dog food. And that was the same day that she was supposed to go to Adult Protective Services or something. You guys remember that? That's where I'd like to put the videos with that run concurrently with this so we could see it. But some of the videos that we need to pull are on Facebook and they delete after 30 days. And I did not know that because I'm not a fact based channel. I'm not a sleuth. Thank you.
Dug in or something like that.
so the good Nunya is here, and it must be important. So let me see what she needs. Girl,
She
You
was
know,
sitting
if
up
I
there
have-
so patient. She was up there just keeping her lips zipped. Lips zipped. She was sitting up there for a long time. I love her. And she finds stuff out. I love it.
Too many questions. I'm not staying in the chat to ask.
No, I
them.
know it.
I'll click a link. Patrick, I actually have a question about this situation. Do you have any proof
Oh,
of the
on
conversations
TikTok.
where you
Okay,
confronted
girl.
him about knowing about the heirship and still
See if I
moving
can
forward and
get into
collecting
my
for the money
email.
for the homage to build?
You know what?
Like,
If somebody's interested in it, like Toddy or you, or I mean, if this is something about getting the truth out and having
I
proof,
honestly don't think he's a big fan of me, guys. He's like, because he's never contacted me, honestly. I never had a one-on-one conversation, but I don't think he's a real big fan of me, and that's okay. I mean, I'm gonna put the proof out there. Bad, good, ugly, whatever it is. All right.
vacation, I will give anybody that wants it the whole damn
I will take
conversation of me and Eric from beginning to end.
I will take it. I will take it, and be careful with it. I will share it with Lady K if that's
Okay.
all right.
Yeah,
And no offense against Good Nunya. I just don't know Good
well,
Nunya.
I don't
but-
want it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want
and
nobody.
I may
You're good.
ask, but I'll be straight up on a
Okay,
public
so
platform. I may ask Good Nunya, be like, will you help me decipher this? Because she knows
yeah, because and I was being honest. I was being honest because sometimes I don't read it because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am not an investigator. I don't have an investigator mind. I don't have a sleuth mind. I mean, I can go find information, yes, but people see things differently than I do. I try to always see things on the positive end of life. Not that Nunya sees things on the negative end of life, but she has a good balance. For me, I just happy old go lucky me. Okay. Everybody's doing good, right? So, you know, what is a sleuth? Someone that can just go and find the information and it's always right and I can go all the way to wherever I need to go. And I just don't do that. So they look up information on any subject. I can find things, but I've never considered myself like a sleuther. Eric won't question or press. He can't even watch his own chat when he's spewing his horse shit. Horse shit. That's the name. Pepper. I don't know if they want to be mentioned, but I have something that I can share with you guys right now. It's about Patrick's house contradictions galore. I can bring it up if you guys want to watch it, and then we can come back to this. Or what do you guys want to do? I'll wait for you guys to answer. From point A to B to C and all around bend and back. Right. That's not me. The court had to accept the order because they are disabled and they just do them immediately because of the risk. And I can see that too, Cassie, because the court, and it'll be on the court's hands if they don't do something, right? So they don't want that on their hands. Web sleuth, net sleuth, whatever you call it, not me, right? Exactly, Oz. Web sleuth, net sleuth, tiki talkie sleuth, anything you want to do. Exactly. And using her disorder against her is so convenient, but that does not mean she abused them. EMP, SB, careful treading on. Right, I know they better turn her. Oh boy. All right, so let's go ahead and watch this real quick. It can't be that long because it's on Tiki Talkie. Oh, it is kind of long. Okay, maybe we'll watch it at the end. It's like 17 minutes. Okay, I'm going to keep it up though. I didn't know you could do that long on TikToky.
Just like to have fun. Okay, I take things serious, but
Yeah, see,
she may
Yeah.
have some
I'm
questions that
admitting it.
wouldn't cross my mind, and think outside of the box would be her.
For me,
Well,
I don't
that's
do
fine
this
too.
content for their own parts that they've played and all of that. I was curious, Patrick, if you could tell us what if any parts you felt you're responsible for in this situation.
Hillbilly.
Oh, that's a hard question to answer because, you know, if I hadn't have brought Eric into any of this, none of this would have ever happened.
Yeah.
I feel responsible for, you know, I mean, don't think that I don't wake up every day and walk out on my porch or hobble out on my porch with coffee and wonder why Timmy ain't running up the damn road screaming at me, you know?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's fair enough.
I could. I'm just going to be real with you because people look at people as just figures that they're seeing blips of. But I would want to think that there is some guilt. Like, damn, if I wouldn't have done this, this wouldn't have happened. My life wouldn't be turned upside down. The family of the Whitakers wouldn't be turned upside down. They'd still be doing what they've always done, generation after generation. And I'm very, and I do goof around a lot. But Eric came in and acting like he was going to run the show. I really wish someone here that can deal with some emotional truth at them in the long round.
Asking anything.
But I know,
Yeah.
just sitting with your neighbor, Patrick, you didn't think that far into it. Okay,
Well,
because
maybe he did, maybe he didn't. So now, whenever I listen to this back, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. And I was not trying to put words in Mr. Patrick's mouth. I was giving you my observation of this conversation. That's it. That's all.
Can I
you
ask
know,
something there though, Patrick? Were you collecting any money when you were doing the content before Eric came along, or
No.
did the money kick in once Eric came along?
When it kicked in once Eric come along.
So, and I can't type. Yeah. Oh, I was like, you can't type. Ooh. So I feel no responsibility except for being Eric in my honest opinion. He's complaining about his feelings, not the Whitakers. Exactly. And I think there should be there's a lot there's if you listen to that and think about it, there's a lot to be said with that statement, in my opinion. Okay? Okay?
Well, you were doing the GoFundMe, and that's how he found you.
well, he did
Well,
have one.
And to be fair, he'd only started putting Timmy pictures and videos a couple of weeks before Mr. Carroll contacted Mr. Patrick. Okay. So there wouldn't be time. There wouldn't be time to make a monetary gain yet. I got to keep it real. I got to keep it real with what I think. Okay.
He had to go.
I did a GoFundMe, and that was because Betty told me one day that she needed groceries, and I'm like, Betty, I don't know what to do about it. And so I set up a GoFundMe. It ended up being like $211,
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Okay,
I took her grocery shopping with it, and then I was like, this ain't a good idea because of what had happened before with the GoFundMe with Mark, and it just went to hell in a handbasket. And I was just like, no, we ain't gonna do this. So that was the end of that.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Would you
that's
be willing
about
to
the
share
same
a
time
copy of the
frame with
contract
me.
with Toddy or Lady K as well?
Sure, I don't mind.
Okay.
Let me
Okay, fair enough. All
Let me
right,
go
thank you,
back.
Fran. Or Lady K.
Okay.
Right.
Would you be willing to share a copy of the contract with Toddy or Lady K as well?
Sure, I don't mind.
I have not seen the copy of that, and it's 8 days out. I want to repeat, I have not seen it. So, and I don't know if he can show it.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. All right, thank you for answering my questions again.
Well,
You're
good. Then, yeah, you're gonna get you invested. Whatever I get Sim, we're gonna go over it. So, because you know me, I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, and to the point, I'm not doubting that Eric may not have multiple Venmos. What I'm saying though is that what was being said at the time when you were showing those two receipts for the Venmos is that's where the difference was shown, and that is not where the difference is shown. So that's what I was actually clarifying. Those receipts don't belong as proof. Like, they're not proof that there are different Venmos. It appears that there's different receipts somewhere out there that people who are way more, in tune with this topic probably do have. But I was just clarifying that those receipts don't show that there's multiple Venmos used. That's all that I was saying.
Well, wait. I'm going to ask.
There
a
is
question.
multiple Venmos. I can tell you that right now.
There may be, but the receipt that she showed does not show that. That's what I'm saying.
So, but wait a minute. Let me ask a question. So now, the Dad Talk Venmo was a different Venmo than the Venmo that went to Patrick
back
and
up.
Eric, right?
There's also a Venmo
No.
that's a
The
David Walt
receipts that you
Venmo.
showed of Patrick, that is the Dad Talk Venmo. The
'Cause it
receipts
ha-
that are shown in the Facebook post and in the comments is the Dad Talk Venmo.
Yeah, it says Dad Talk with a question. I'm just gonna put it back
Okay.
up here.
I thought
Okay.
it said Eric Carroll. I'm sorry. So that's okay.
It has
So,
his
okay.
name, but
Okay.
that's not his actual Venmo. His @ symbol right below that is the
Okay,
Dad
because I
Talk,
don't
which
have
that's his
Venmo.
actual page.
Okay, cool. Because that's what I thought. That's me that thought that. I said that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I don't use Venmo, and I saw his name, and I saw the LLC, so I took it as two. My
Yeah.
mistake. Thank you.
No,
though.
no,
So
no worries. Like Lady K
No,
is
I'm
my
glad
friend.
you
That's the only
showed
reason why I was
that.
clarifying it is
Yep.
just to make sure that like nobody tries to come out, come against her saying she said these are all like. I just wanted to clarify it for her
Yeah.
sake. That's all.
And
No,
I
no biggie.
appreciated the hell out
Yeah,
of that.
and
Thank you.
and whenever we get questioned on, I'll come back and I'll follow the trail. Whenever I do get questioned, game to admit that I've
Well,
made a mistake.
let me tell you something that's strange. This is something that's strange that I seen today. So the lawyer in question that sent that information,
Happy
that sent that
Thursday,
letter
too much,
to
Mom.
Betty, I didn't get no letter. So it makes me wonder, like, what kind of angle is this lawyer trying to go at? You know what I mean?
Well,
Right.
they have to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lady K.
That's very interesting that they didn't send you one along with Betty, because I think if you go back to listen to his video that he put up on his personal page, Mr. Eric, that it was mentioned that he was sending every party involved a letter from an attorney.
Yeah, well, I ain't got one, and I live on the same road as Betty, and I live 150 yards from her. So explain that.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think a lawyer could just. A lawyer is not going to intentionally do that, to be honest with you, because they could get in trouble for that. It's not worth a license to be lost,
Yeah.
or to go under scrutiny for
I don't know,
moral
runaway
or
truth.
integrity. So it might just be the mail. I don't know, but I can't see a lawyer intentionally leaving you out of something.
Well, I mean, I think it's odd.
Sorry, question from the chat real quick. Patrick, did you happen to take any videos or pictures of the Airbnb before you left it?
I left the Airbnb. Let's see, on the night of September the 5th. That's when everybody was over at the Airbnb, and I left the 6th, the morning of the 6th, at like
Right, Poopsie?
7 or 8
I
o'clock.
haven't seen that. She's saying that Jason had pictures of said letter. How did Jason get it? Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
So yeah, there's pictures of it. I mean, I'm thinking that the one picture that Toddy showed, or somebody showed with the TV in the Airbnb that I was at, that's where I was at.
Where they went ahead to donate or give the TV, and you said that was donated because of a remote that was missing. Am I correct?
Yeah, correct.
What happened to
And
the
that's
TV?
a picture of the TV when you left out of the Airbnb?
That's
Or that's
what
a picture from the Airbnb website?
That's the picture from the Airbnb. The Airbnb, I had a certain person that I had, and I told Toddy yesterday I had to straighten her up on. Well, I don't guess I straightened her up, but I had a friend that was
Not
helping
yet,
me,
Ashley.
like right after I broke my leg, and she come over like every day, and she cleaned every single day. That place was spotless. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I also showed the text messages that Patrick allegedly had reached out to the owner of the Airbnb and said, hey, I'm paraphrasing, something about, hey, I didn't mess up your Airbnb. Could you
I mean,
explain or something?
I can go back to that and read it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead and read. He had sent something to the owner of the Airbnb. I'm just paraphrasing because I obviously can't remember.
Okay, so let's
Do
see.
you have a screenshot of that, Lady K? Or
I
have
do.
you read it?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can go all the way down here and read the exact. Let's see.
And it's in my email somewhere. And
On 9/13, September the 13th at 3:28 p.m. I wrote, I just want you to know I don't appreciate you placating to Eric Carroll
I
that
do
I
too,
destroyed your
Misty.
condo at 103, especially when I was unable to walk. That place was kept clean as a whistle because I had a house cleaner there every day, and he got on YouTube and said that I trashed it. He brought your name into it too. He read it but didn't say nothing, and I said I'd be silent too. And then he read that, and I said it's all good. I know the truth, and that's all that matters. And he read that, and then the last thing that I sent him was show me the pictures of where I destroyed your condo. He wouldn't show me that. Here, I'll screenshot that and send that to Toddy right now.
All right.
Yeah, I have them too because you did post it up on your channel too, and I'm over there clipping and stealing.
Hey,
Wait,
I don't.
but so the guy never responded at all?
Nope. You see where he read it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna send it right to you, Lady K, right now.
I mean,
yeah.
just being fair, because I have no like dog in the fight kind of a thing. If I'm the owner and you allegedly you destroyed my property or left it a mess or whatever, and I'm having to deal with that mess or collect money from the person who booked it, I may not communicate with you either. I would just be like, oh, blocked.
Well, he didn't block me, and I sent
Well,
him
it
4
wasn't blocked.
messages.
You can see it's
Well, I
not
don't know if you
blocked.
can block on Airbnb, just being fair. But I'm just saying, like, the fact he didn't respond, like, I thought, and again, I could be wrong, but
That's
to
his
me, if it
personal cell
wasn't
phone
true,
number.
why wouldn't you be like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't have anything to say about the house. It's fine. I gave you 5 stars. Have a great day.
Well, that right there is on his personal email. That's not on an Airbnb website.
Oh, okay.
That's
This
his,
is the
well,
text message.
that's his personal text. That's his personal phone number.
Right, Flies.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so
Let me tell you, me and my husband was having this conversation, and we did it to each other. We changed our names in our phones, and we sent each other. I said, "See how easy it is? Like, you can." But I'm not saying that's what happened. Okay, I'm saying that it's easily done. And let me tell you, I have a hard time believing anything anymore because of all the AI stuff, all of the misinformation, disinformation out there. You know what I'm saying? Uh the investigators have their hands full, in my opinion. No, she doesn't, Misty.
I'm
Fair
about
enough,
to
then that's
show it
different.
here. As soon as that gets uploaded, Toddy sent it. So did you attach it? It says no subject.
Y'all ladies ain't gonna get this chance very often.
Well,
So you-
I'm one of the honest. I don't like it.
Something to eat, but my ass is.
This is the email. Here,
Yeah.
check out date of tomorrow at 11:30.
But that's a text message apparently from his
Oh,
private
I'm sorry,
phone to
text
private
message.
phone.
Let me correct myself. That is a text message. So it says, so you tell me you don't have any other available rentals. No, sir. September 13th at 3:28. I just want you to know I don't appreciate you placating to Eric Carroll that I destroyed your condo 103, especially when I was unable to even
Yeah.
walk. That place was kept clean as a whistle because I had a house cleaner there every day, and he got on YouTube and said that I trashed it. He brought your name into it. I'd be silent too. It's all good. I know the truth, and that's all that matters. Show me the pictures where I destroyed the
So,
condo.
I mean, it would make sense, Nancy. It says Eric had a Venmo for a while. Then he created a new Venmo just for the Whittaker's family to keep that money separate. What is crooked about that? I could see that happening, honestly. Um, but you shouldn't advertise both. Would you think? You wouldn't want to put your dad's podcast out there if you created one. I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion.
No. So there is that, and that looks like a text message, and it was read at 9/13/2025. Whoa, shoot, that one got big. So I just want to show that it
Yes,
was
you
read
can,
on
Ashley.
9/13/2025. So we'll
And
start up
just being fair, messages can be deleted, so can responses. But I'm take it for what it's worth. It doesn't matter to me either way. One question, and then I have to go eat lunch, so I'm gonna hop down. Patrick, you said earlier that you live about 150 feet or 150 yards or something like that away from their home.
Yeah.
Does your home have a septic system? And
Yeah.
if so, why would yours have one and theirs wouldn't?
Their home doesn't have a septic system because they live right
Okay.
on the creek. The creek is
We need to talk to that Airbnb guy.
10 foot away from the back of their house.
Yeah, it's like 5
And
feet.
that's what puts them in the flood zone, but not
And
you.
that, yeah,
Pringles, I think that because the one that he was currently in was already reserved and he had to leave that one, and the guy said he didn't have any other. So I think that's why he was asking about it.
I live on the right side going down, which is about, well, I mean, I guess.
Airbnb guy, we need to talk to you. Excuse me. Mr. Airbnb guy, we would like to have a convo with you, sir. Okay, open invitation, respectfully, as always.
I could say 15 foot above creek level, and I live on the right, and they live on the left, and the creek is on the left. So their house is like 10 foot away from the creek,
Okay.
Wow.
and it
All right, I
has
wondered
flooded
what
in there
made the
too.
difference. Okay. Okay,
Did
perfect.
they ever have a septic there, Patrick? Did they ever have a septic?
They have a septic on the other side of the road where the old house is.
Where the trailer was that caught on fire?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh wow, yeah, for sure, Misty. I'll let you guys know.
So it says here, Runaway True said went back on another device. There were 3 different accounts: Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. 2 of which are Dad Talk for sure, and that is compiling of funds unless you
Commingling.
contact with Dad Talk.
Commingling. Commingling. That's
Co-
an
Oh,
offense. Yep.
commingling. Sorry,
That's okay.
so I was in here. I went too fast. I think up here.
There's a
So that shows where they
Cash App
were.
and another Venmo, and the Venmo is David
Right?
Walk.
Jen, the Airbnb guy says, I don't give a damn about your damn problems. Me, I got paid for my services and I'm doing all right in life. You go, buddy. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I have that. I sent that to Lady K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Pindar,
something
damn,
about
you're
local
busy
production.
today, Pindar. Holy cow. Be careful.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
The old preacher said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever did let me ask you, whenever your situation came and the house wasn't being built, and then the way Eric stated it was BJ's grumpy or
I don't
meth
know.
hands or
Oh,
whatever,
that's
however you described her. Because we don't addict shame over here. I'm just gonna let you know we don't addict shame.
I don't know if they can do a septic tank above ground. Just curious. Yeah, I don't know. There have been different opinions, but we haven't heard from the state or the city of Odd or the state of West Virginia about that. So I'm not really, I really don't know. We've heard different theories about it.
People have a opportunity to get sober if there's a breath left in them. Okay, and that's just the way I feel about life.
Well, I mean, I feel that way too. But
Yeah,
the
I
thing
don't
about
like the addict shaming thing for me, but
it is the situation that I see that's down there, and that's been brought up on many occasions, of telling them that this family's not going to come back as long as she's here living.
Oh right, no.
And
Let me tell you, you got to have boundaries, Mike.
yeah,
A
you gotta
past
have boundaries. We'll skip
understand
past
that
this.
completely and what they have to go to
what it is,
law,
you,
but
you have to want.
Get that. I was a counselor. I get that. Totally get that.
they do. They have to want it, but and nobody and everybody's bottom is different from each other's bottom if they're addicted. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
some, and I understand that, and I understand you're going to feel don't get your paycheck. You wouldn't want that. So
This is what I have to do.
and you don't get your paycheck to release their funding money to them. But what is it going to take for them? You're going to feel comfortable to release their funding. It's just like you go to work, you get fired from your job, and you don't get your paycheck. You wouldn't want that. So when do you think?
This is what I have to do in order for me to feel better about the situation. I have the money. I can show it.
Yes, it
But
can
you also
happen,
need to
Misty.
understand that the money that I have
Mhm.
is my Facebook. It's not no donation from nobody. Nobody
Mhm.
give it to me. It's off of monetization. So I don't have a problem giving them their money, but there has to be a way that money is going to be utilized to better them. And if
And you
they get their money and then it goes to somebody else and they go down the road and they use it for drugs, I mean, what the hell is the point in that?
Right, I get it. I understand what you're saying, and I see both sides of it. Like it's their money, no one's holding it from you, and they may not want you to go out there and put gas in your truck and rip and roar through the streets. You know, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
you can see it both
so
sides.
what I meant by that was no one should tell anyone how to use their money. Period. And I think that no one should tell Patrick how to spend his. No one should tell Eric how to spend his. No one's going to tell me how to spend mine. I dare you, because I'll laugh at you. Be like, oh, really? If I want to go out here and buy, Snickers bars, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. No one should control this.
But my point is as long as that they get what is deserved to them because they were the content. So I think that's why people in the chat are really upset because just for the fact that hey, you get paid, so do they. No one tells you how to spend your money. You shouldn't tell them. But I understand because you're close.
And I
you see what
understand, and I
happens.
understand with them too. I can understand what they're saying, but I mean, they have to put themselves in
Well,
my
if we're over here, Jen, we won't be buying it. We'd probably get us a case of Snickers, but I'd share with everybody, okay?
shoes. I mean, it took the Whittakers in order for this, in order to make money. But there's nobody that's on your channel going to say, well, I got $5,000-6,000 here. I'm just going to go down the road and just give it to some random stranger that I know that's doing dope. Whenever I know that their
But
family.
I've done that. I've went to down random strangers and at a gas station when the gas prices were so high, I took money and I did a little test. I asked if anyone could quote me one verse out of the Bible, I would give them $20 in cash for gas. I'd pay $20 in gas for them. No one could do it. Not one person could do it. I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. So yeah, I do give random people $20, sure do. I mean, I'm just saying. but that's only $20, not 5 or 6,000.
We need something or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're
And
not
the,
going to do that.
no, and also there are other platforms that they have not been paid with either. So, with that being said, Mr. Eric hasn't came with all of the other monetary from the other platforms and dispersed their quote quote
Right,
paycheck
I
to them
agree with
either.
that.
What I have is peanuts compared to what they're owed.
So,
But here's where I have a problem with this, though, is they knew, especially Patrick, because he only lives a hop, skip, and a jump away from them, knew that BJ frequented the property. He knew this already. He knew that allegedly, from his observation, that she has a problem with illegal substances. He knew this before this even started. Okay, and there was supposed to be a trust set up. It was also mentioned that a certain somebody was not going to leave West Virginia until the trust was set up. And unfortunately, the trust was never set up. So who actually is suffering out of this? In my opinion, it's not any men that did content. It is 100% the Whittakers that have suffered through this, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that each of these guys are dirty ass dogs. I'm not saying that. But from my opinion, they have been treated pretty shitty. The Whittakers are suffering, in my opinion. Look, they're not together anymore. And I want to also keep in mind here, the Whittakers never went to social media to ask for help. Social media came to the Whittakers. I am not a YouTube sleuth. I am not a net sleuth. I am someone that gives my observation, not fact-based channel. Thank you.
do you even know what you guys have made throughout YouTube, your YouTube experience on the Whittaker page on just YouTube? Because I don't know if you compare, I don't know much about Facebook. I
Well,
can only speak about YouTube.
only thing that I can tell you is that
Oh,
I've asked Eric
wow.
about that, and I never got a reply. I have no idea. I do know that
Wow.
whenever on September the 4th,
Pringles.
I know what he showed me on YouTube. Other than that, I don't have an answer for anything else because those are not my platforms. I don't have Cash Apps or Venmos to none of that. I can't answer something I don't have.
Right.
Right? The wicked plot against the righteous, but the Lord laughs as he knows their day is coming. What a beautiful thing, right? Right.
What you need.
Right. Exactly. And I knew that you had said that you don't have access to it.
I hope it
but
said 20, please. Thank you, girl. I know. I couldn't believe it. I went all day and did it. Me and my hubby. He's like, but the things that I have my husband get involved with me, like doing like little tests, like that. He's like, "Are you doing it again?" Yes, I love it.
I wanted to verify that you do not have access to see the back end of what they've made. Eric has access to that.
Absolutely not.
So, had you guys ever received money off of YouTube?
No, I'm
So
not.
you have never received anything from. When did the YouTube page start? Was it in June, August, September?
YouTube started in well, let me think about this for a minute because
I agree
if I
with
go
that,
back through my
Cassie.
text messages with him, he talks about YouTube and getting paid out for you. YouTube was supposed to be paid out in September.
Yeah, September. It was supposed to. I have some messages between you two that I
Yeah.
got off of probably your page that said something about, and I think I might have misquoted and misread it. I
Okay.
believe that he said that it was 75,000. It's monetized, and there's a that more $2,000 more dollars than what it was, and we're at 75,000 now. I was assuming that was money because monetization was said in the same sentence.
No,
Now
it
that I
wasn't.
look, I'm now that and then I went back and looked at it, and I had to correct myself. I think it was subscriber count.
It was subscriber. I can go back through. I don't.
And
It would
I
take,
had already corrected that information, but it was confusing how it was worded. And there's that. So I stand corrected again because I'm not a sleuth. Okay, I'm not a sleuth. We just talk our observation over here. Thank you.
take me probably a damn year to go through the text messages between me and him. If I could figure out a way that I could offload text messages from my phone, I mean, you ladies would it would blow your mind because like almost every
Johnny,
conversation.
I know that YouTube has changed a lot of things that we can say. They're censoring us, so too many commercials today. Can't hardly watch too interrupting YouTube. I know you're probably going to find that on a lot of channels now. They've changed some things on YouTube, so all I can do is apologize for YouTube doing what YouTube does. It's aggravating. I know it. We have to be very careful right now what we say too. So, you know,
That there ever was between me and him, his main topic was money. We should be getting here. We should be getting there. We should have this.
Hello.
Yeah, I think it sounded like he might have got a phone call.
Okay.
yeah, he drops off for a
Because-
second.
Sorry.
We'll go through it.
So that's interesting. I wonder how much that's it has a
We back
potential-
in there.
Yeah,
Yep, you're here.
All right.
The YouTube has a potential to have made you the Whittakers yourself and Eric quite a bit of money, and I don't think it's not a good. I want to make it clear: if you're gonna help someone make content, then you should be reimbursed. I agree with that. I can't agree with the third, and the third, but that's my opinion. So I'm not. No one over here is gonna tell you shouldn't be making something.
All right. I'm
off.
back. Is it working now?
Sorry,
we
yeah,
have
we're
some
just-
issues here.
I
So
was just
hang
talking
on.
to you like shit. Can you hear us?
I'm getting a voicemail, so it's kind of cut me off.
Oh, I
Oh, okay.
understand. I
All right.
understand.
Well, someone in the chat wanted to know: do you have an attorney? Uh-oh, he's probably still. But that's a good question. If I was somebody in a situation, I would be getting myself an attorney.
Yeah, no, it's a question.
Okay, so
Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know. Is it working now?
Yes.
We hear you. We hear you.
Because
Loud
I
and
just
clear.
hear you. I don't hear her.
Who don't you hear?
I don't hear Lady K.
Huh? Yeah, I hear you. Tell him I hear him.
mean-
She hears you. You don't hear her at all?
Let
No,
me
I
go
don't
through
hear it all.
this.
Wait a minute, head Lady K. Back on. That's gave the go.
I feel record is going to have a. For me, it doesn't matter because we're past that point. Someone new coming in.
We
of
all three
course we're
back
gonna
in here
know
now?
about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, but I can't hear her.
Huh? Let me put myself on.
I wonder why.
I wonder why that's so weird.
Yeah, because I definitely hear both of you.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do something here. I don't know
Okay.
nothing about this stuff.
I
here.
understand. Okay.
Huh, that's so
Um,
weird. So he dropped down, and I'll pay attention when in the chat with the but not his person.
Yes.
We're both talking about. I like to be.
Give
I get this.
mine.
You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Right.
no, we're saying we are broke. I'm not telling you normal conversations at the kitchen table with people. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
And-
what else would people want? I mean, like, you want facts and you want the truth. What do you want? Blood?
Right? I mean, I'm not. I don't care what your blood type is. None of that.
Yeah.
Not true. Did Eric in the admitted that was wrong? JD, not true. Okay.
Somebody has sent you an email. Apparently, do you see? Just because they
Yeah,
have
let me
it
close
all.
this out. I was
Just
trying
let
to be on this end, so whenever he came back up, I
Right,
would be
right.
available for him, and not leave him, knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't got anything. Now, keep in mind, guys, if you don't put the 3 L's in it, it's not going to come to me. There is a fake email out there that gets a lot of my emails because I not get it.
I want you to answer it because you don't. Oh, this is
I
something.
didn't
I'm
get it
trying
just
to-
because.
I've just seen a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I used to smash his old lady, so yeah, I know who he
Oh,
is.
here's the-
He had 3 other damn aliases.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know who he was.
You know who Brian? If you
So
know
here's
who,
the question that someone in the chat wanted to know. Have we got to that part yet? Here it is. Yeah, my email's crazy. People got it, and I don't know.
Brian Cody is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't know who he was until I figured out that he had 3 other damn aliases, and I used to smash his old lady, so yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, so there's that.
He was not. He was heavier in the day. I think so.
Well,
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Right.
Like,
Apparently, allegedly, from what he just said, he smashed Brian's old lady. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. But I was like, what the hell? Okay.
I've never met him.
Oh, you haven't met him? Okay.
No, that'd
Okay.
be a good idea not to. Also,
So
but
at that time, 8 days ago, he had not met Brian. Okay. Now, I don't know. Now, allegedly, what people, rumor has it that they're working together. I don't know. Right? I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Probably
I
not,
only
absolutely.
know about him, and that's whenever, back in
Okay.
2019. So that's all I know about that.
Okay. All right.
So do you think, does he live in that area? I don't know. You might have.
I was like, okay.
message it or
What do
mentioned
I
it.
even
But does
say
he live
after
in that
that?
area or is he coming?
So, did you hear me stutter on myself? I'm like,
In from another town in this big he made a video of this big old bus thingy, big old RV.
Twisty.
And I'm like, do you live there, dude, or you just I don't know. I found that weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, from what I heard, he lives there, but I don't pay attention to dumbasses, so that's the reason I don't watch him. I block
Yeah.
him.
Well,
So you
no.
have somebody asking how your leg is.
Yeah, someone was asking how your leg.
My other leg, but
No, you got somebody here asking how your leg
No,
is.
someone did ask legit, like, how's your leg doing? And what is it for? So people understand.
it's just whenever you get older, your testosterone level.
And what is it for? So people understand.
It's just whenever you get older, your testosterone level is not where it used to be when you're younger,
Okay.
and it just elevates your testosterone.
All right. So there you guys have it. There's the answer to the TTTs.
It's men's health, men's
health stuff, guys. So there you go. With Patrick and then
I don't know. My personally, my husband hasn't ever done that, but maybe his is low. I don't know.
my friend, the good Nunya, says, would Patrick be willing to send you a screenshot of his analytics from July to October?
Whatever the hell that is.
Okay, so on your Facebook analytics, I don't know what they call it over there because we're YouTubers.
Tells you how much money
I'm not a Facebooker. I don't know about 30-day deletion either. Thank you.
you made each
Like you have a
month.
back end, you can see like how many views you got, how much money you made. And you can do it for each month, or you can do like from June to what did she say? Let me write it down because then I'll have to know. From October, July to October, which would be current.
July. I don't care. It don't bother me none.
So when you get a chance, if you want, send that to me and I'll send that over to Lady K.
Yeah, just send it to.
In the
I'm
contact-
nervous about putting my stuff.
Well,
out there right now.
I want to be aware that my analytics are your business and Toddy's business.
Mhm.
It's not anybody else's business.
I was shared something, and I've never shared it, okay? Because at the end of the day, I was told that he was not able to speak or show any information on social media. So I've kept my end of the deal and I have not shared anything, okay?
Got it. Yeah, I won't put it up on the screen. I won't. So if you put in the email that you email her, and she can also tell me when she forwards it. If you don't, this isn't to be shared on it's for personal information.
Right.
And I'm going to give you my word, I will not do it.
Well, see, the way Facebook works, though, and a lot of people don't understand this. The way Facebook works, and is what like monetization works, is like one day you might have 5,000. You may make $5,000, and it shows $5,000. But if you don't continue to put content there, it decreases every day by about $400. So it's never correct until the end of the month.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Basically, but it does tell us how much we have a running tab. Yours doesn't show a running tab each
Don't take none away, girl. Like whatever I make through the months when I make it doesn't start taking money away. Lord, I have a damn hernia.
The way Facebook works is like through the month. It's either what it is, or you go 2 days without put.
That is called our estimated projection.
Yeah.
Because I never make what they. That's okay. We're good. We get a lot of views. Go take here. We really it's just do it. Here's the damn receipts. Exactly. And I have made videos of Mr. Eric and his sidestepping, and he says one thing one day and does the other.
And I've done
it on both sides. Whoever created the content, they get a cut. We know that. But at the end of the day, you're the person that is willing to have the hard conversations. But Eric is still doubled down, made one video, had Dwayne apparently make a video.
Well, I mean, I don't care to have hard conversations with people, and I don't care to be honest with people, but there's a difference between having conversations and somebody trying to fucking sacrifice shit, and that's not going to happen.
Right.
Okay, well, that
I
didn't
haven't
sound
been
very
check the emails again. Hang on a second. I got to check this because someone keeps sending me trying to send me an email, and so did the state police or anybody with law enforcement tell you that you are not to have any more contact with them?
No.
They haven't told you to stay away. That's been been going on. So you can go down there right now and say, "How you doing, family?"
I mean, if I wanted to, but I choose not to. I mean, it's just, since everybody's got involved.
So my question would be, okay, so if they need something out of their money, like food, toilet paper, a meal, then how, if you're not going down there, then how would that work?
With them down there and just told them like just all kinds of outlandish bullshit. Like I went and bought me a new side by side and I got it hid in the woods somewhere, and I'm just like, what? Come on, just dumb shit.
See, you're catching us off guard because I know there are going to be a million questions whenever we're done with this.
I have
Because
a million questions now, but I didn't at the time. I was trying to do too much.
you see how you snuck in and did this to us?
Oh, I don't care. Hey, if they got questions, if they have questions, I'm not going to keep going back and forth.
Hours and a half without having to pee.
And
Okay. And let me see what else we got over here.
on it because, well, I really don't have the answer to that. Only thing that I know is that they cut above the way that the break was,
Well, this is about
and
his
plate
break.
drilled through my.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure, that's a. Why'd they take the three of them and not Betty?
I don't have the answer to that. But I mean, then again, Betty's coherent.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, she's not. I mean, she come out my house. She was at my house for a few days, and I hate
I
fried
don't know,
potatoes.
Ashley.
And she went in the kitchen one day and she's like, "I'm gonna fry some potatoes. Is that all right?" I'm like, "Well, I don't too much care for fried potatoes, but you can go right ahead."
Right.
Hey, she makes the best damn fried potatoes I've ever ate, and I hate fried potatoes.
I guess you like them now. Hers anyway.
Yeah.
Hers
All
anyway.
right, I appreciate you, Toddy, for
Not a problem.
chit chatting. I don't know what was said, but
Right.
so we're gonna go us a list here, and also, what do you think is gonna happen at the end of this, Patrick? Like, do you think that the Whittakers are gonna come home?
Yeah, they'll come home.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they'll come home.
And how do you feel? Like, what are the steps are you gonna do moving forward? Like, do you think anything's gonna come out of this damn fraud investigation?
I think if they look in the right damn direction, it will.
And someone else wanted to know if you had an attorney that's going to help you through this process.
No,
Do you feel like you're going to need to get one?
probably, but I mean, I'm not. Just like I said, people just don't. You don't get it. A lot of people don't get it, but there's
Right, Flies?
I've never taken donations for the Whittakers. Nobody's ever sent me shit for the Whittakers. People have sent me gifts for the Whittakers, and the Whittakers have got all their gifts. I've never taken nothing from them, and including what I said earlier to Toddy. That whenever, like, if UPS had come here to the house and Timmy was here, he was ripping that box open because he thought it was Christmas. So I mean, like, the only thing that's ever been left here has been clothes for Timmy that people have sent. Well, Timmy's a small. I'm a damn 2X. What am I going to do with these clothes? And body wash was left here. I mean, hell, he needs body wash if he's going to spend the night at my house.
Right.
But other than that, I ain't worried about. I do care what people say, but then again, I don't.
So that was kept being said, and you were answering as she was asking you, but to hear it out of the horse's mouth, people said that several people have reported seeing you selling stuff of the Whittaker family in the area that they're receiving. That's not true.
I'm going to tell you one thing, just
Right?
one thing, and everybody out here that's listening
might be
to
their
this,
truth.
one thing. You show me one damn ounce of proof, and you show me one video, and we'll talk, because you don't have it. That's all I'm
Right,
going
and
to
that's
say.
what I had said. I was kind of shocked whenever, because people would put that shit out there 100%.
Somebody went to go help the Whittakers clean and put that video up, right? Didn't they talk about how?
Yeah, walked in and went in there, and I told everybody. And you know what? I wasn't trying to police the Whittakers or anything, but I was just like, if you're going to go down there and you're going to be kind because you want to be kind out of your heart to help them, don't take pictures and stuff like that. What do? You get back on here the same evening, you go down there and you clean and you talk pure shit about somebody that you just went and helped, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, it works for them, Patrick. It actually works for. I have a question to ask you. I don't know if you can answer this, but if you can, I would like you to answer it as honestly.
Just go for it, Toddy. I know what the hell you're getting at.
No, you don't because because I don't. This is more for the Whittaker family. Do you think that BJ ever abused them?
No.
Okay, thank you for that. I needed to know. I wanted to know.
I don't think that. I think it's bullshit, and I think that it was verbally charged by Eric to get some kind of a hype up to cause chaos.
No, this is a live from 8 days ago, Christy. We're reviewing it. Everyone clipped it and all that. We've not reviewed it on our own channel where it took place, so that's what we're doing here today. Just to listen to it and see if our minds have changed any.
So that's exactly what happened.
Do you think he meant to break up this family like this?
Sure, he did. He had his damn intention was to take Timmy back to Georgia. I
Oh,
know what he was thinking.
Oh
Do you have
shit!
anything?
You're
Do you have any
welcome.
like? Do you have any? What made you believe that? Was it through a text message or just his actions? Because we heard him say that he wanted to take. We did hear him say.
Like we did.
We did.
Hey,
So I want to
listen.
say this. We heard him say it. He wanted to take his He didn't say content, but I'll say it the way I interpret it. I want to take Timmy back, but the way I'm taking my content back with me.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. This is not hearsay, and this is not bullshit talk. This is straight off of my Ring camera because Eric thought that I set my Ring camera up that my light switch turns my Ring camera on, but down is off and up is down is on and up is off. So he was down here talking to his wife on my porch, talking about bringing Timmy back down there and trying to like woo her to make sure that it was okay that he could do so. So that's on camera.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
You know, I'm sorry, but you know, it is so clear that would have destroyed Lorraine and that would have destroyed Timmy. Like,
I mean,
I don't
yeah. I mean, it would have because
you know what I'm saying? Like, could Timmy really recognize, oh, I'm going away permanently from my mom and that's okay with me? Like, I don't think that would be okay with him.
Well, is the house that's crazy for me. I looked at it as like I'm taking my content with me. That's the way I interpret it, but that's just my interpretation of the way it was, and that right there gave me a real big red flag because they haven't been away from each other like that.
No, and I've tried to be quiet throughout this last month, even though that I've been trashed by like everybody, including Eric. You know, people saying that I was a convicted sex offender. Just all kinds of stupid shit. And I mean, if you look it up, you see that I'm not. The only thing that I ever got in trouble for is because I threatened, I dated a girl, I got pissed off at her, I threatened to send dirty pictures of her out to the public. That's what got my ass in trouble. So
And I did look it up. I never brought it to my platform because it wasn't for people's consumption. But
Yeah.
obviously, I'm gonna look into things, but that doesn't mean I need to announce it. And I read into that information, and I'm gonna tell you that that's how I interpret it. You got into it with your old lady. You said you're gonna put out some pictures of her for whatever reason, and then
Yeah.
that's what it was. It was that's
Yep.
how it came about.
Yep.
So, but like I say, people are like, well, anything that I say that's to the good to Eric or to the good to Patrick, people think that I'm standing up for him.
I don't
not
want you.
gonna lie.
I don't want you to stand up for me. Hey, if it looks like shit and it smells like shit, it's shit, and that's the way you need to go with it.
Well, I just try to put out the truth. And if I have to correct myself on something, which I've had to do, Patrick, well,
Yeah.
just like the shed, I could have swore they said donation. And I'm like, well, Patrick's lying about it. He got the, but before you even show me that receipt, listened and looked more into it. And I was like, well, then he's saying that it's not. Okay, then I got to find out because I will stand up here and say, I misrepresented it. I fucking lied. And that's the
Well,
end of it.
you know what?
I'm saying?
Not everybody's perfect, so I mean, we'll go with
But
it.
a lot of people won't come back and correct their information, though, Patrick.
I know they
And-
don't.
And that's what makes me angry. If you're going to do content, you have a responsibility when you're talking about people's lives to put out the correct information. If you make an error, a true error, then you come back and you say, hey guys, I messed up. This isn't factual information. You don't clickbait people like somebody has with videos and shit. That
Yeah.
should have never happened.
Yep. I'm down and fly that drone and just go down and come back up just to see if BJ was down there on the property. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how
There's
well
no
the
law
contract's
against
going
flying
to stand
drones.
up.
No, people are they want to know why the drone was being flown. So I figured
The drone was being flown as like a watchdog. That's it.
I read the email that someone told me to read it. I can't put that information out until I, because it has, like, you've seen what you sent me, right? And I appreciate that. But I can't, that has someone's information out, like their personal credit card stuff on there. I can't show that. Like, not me, man. But I appreciate it, and I don't know what it actually means. There was a payment of some Whittaker food, and then on the next screenshot, it has like a debit card, and I'm not ever going to show that ever in my entire life.
Yeah,
like
I
the
would
last four
think.
digits, hell to the no.
Whopping.
But I don't know. On June 28th, apparently there was a payment at 611 for some Whittaker food from Patrick. I don't know if it was to you, from you, minus you. I don't know. So that's what was sent. But the other part, I can never show that. Hell to the no.
So that, like, I've had a total of 3 times, and even the last person that come down here, a week and a half ago, it was a Walmart order, and that, like, somebody had paid for food for Betty, and they come to my house, and I'm like, no, you need to take that down there, because, you know, at a point in time, people was sending stuff to the house, and the only thing that I was doing was just making sure that Betty and them got it.
Hey, Donna.
Because people apparently don't understand how things work around here.
The drone. The drone. That keeps being brought up. I was like, what the hell? What was the purpose with the drone and flying over the Whittakers and the security guard? Was there a security guard? What was the purpose of
Hell no, there
So
wasn't no
here is the
security.
security guard information, okay? Here's the security guard information. Toddy released a conversation about the security guard. I'm not going to play it on my channel for several different reasons, but if you'd like to hear that conversation, please go over to Toddy One Skip channel and you can hear the recorded conversation with the security guard and Mr. Patrick.
Guard.
Now, see, I'm getting lost because I don't even remember when that was being said, but there was supposedly a security guard that was hired to protect the Whittakers, which
I remember Eric saying he was going to hire a security guard. He did
Okay.
say that.
All right, we'll have to pull that footage. We'll have to find it, Toddy, okay?
Yeah,
Because
find
there
it.
was said that there was security guards, and also, what was the purpose in the drone footage? That was, and the story behind that. That's was Mr. Baji wants to know.
Okay, so before we get into this, I have got to let my little dog out for just 1 second and then I'll come right back. Hang on. We've been on here 2 hours and 35 minutes and he's looking at me. So hang on.
Well, I thought I said that a minute ago, but I
Yeah,
guess
he
I'm
just answered that. He just answered that. He said
Just
it was
answered it.
a watchdog.
I'm sorry. Well,
The-
I'm
the
behind in the
purpose-
chat.
The purpose of that drone was at the time that everything was going
No,
on.
I
and
don't
I
think
was
it
out
was
of the
on the panel. It's pre-recorded. Yes, it was pre-recorded.
condo. The purpose of that drone was to fly and make sure that there was no kind of ruckus going on down there at Betty's, like
Gotcha.
BJ being there after she had.
No,
that
it's
was during
flew
the
by.
time
Holy
that
crap.
they went
Crap.
over there and got that protective order against her. That's what
Okay.
it was. Just a watchdog. That's it.
So did the Whittaker family, besides BJ, know the intentions and know what it was for?
Yep, sure did. Larry did because I told him.
Got ya. Oh, okay. So Don, I'm not gonna say that name because that's probably not good. I have to be real careful. I can't get sloppy here. So apparently, what someone sent me was someone sending you money sent to Patrick for I guess you took the Whittakers out to eat one night. Okay, and I'm sure that happened a lot. Okay, I'm sure that happened. Like people
No,
want.
It didn't.
I would just assume that people wanted, hey, can I pay for the Whittaker food, or hey, let me buy them something, or an
That
ice
was
cream
with
cone.
that was with Eric that people were doing that at we think Cracker Barrel. That wasn't with me.
Gotcha. Because like if I would have seen the Whittakers, I would say, hey, can I buy you some ice cream? Be nice and do said
Let's
yeah.
get past
I'm gonna tell you
this.
something. Sonny is full of shit, is what she is. She's a liar, and I'll tell her to her face that she's a liar. There's never been a stack of gift cards at my house. Probably the only thing that she's seen is I have one of those. Damn, what do you call it? Hold on. A Ridge wallet. I have an orange Ridge wallet that I keep cards in. That was laying right here at my table the day that Sonny come to my house. As far as there ever being a stack of gift cards, that's horse shit.
So do you know what a Ridge wallet is, Lady K? It's like
no, I have no idea.
so it's like a metal.
Yeah, Cassie, we were just taking questions from the chat. So I think that some people thought that they were our questions, but the questions that were in the chat were being asked. And, we asked the questions as they came, and that's what people wanted to know.
Wallet that's open more or less, so you could see like the.
No,
I
we
love
don't need
it.
to know about
And you
the
push a
wallet.
button, and all the cards will come out, so that you could pick the cards you want.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like a metal device type thing.
okay.
Sonny went and
And this
like,
aged well, right? With that Sunny lady. Yeah, once again, this live was not planned. And Lady K was trying to take questions from the chat. she was flying by the seat of her pants. And the chat was flying too, by the way. Okay. And I was making sure everything was running okay on the back end of StreamYard. So, hey, I did the best I could. And some questions people ask, I mean, they may not have been the best questions, but it was their questions.
Like I even heard last night one of her. She just I don't know. It's just vomit coming out of her mouth. But talking about me having a TV at my house that was Timmy's and just stupid stuff. I'm like, damn, it doesn't cost much to buy a TV. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a TV is 10 grand.
Right, and you were getting your share of the content money, so it
Yeah.
wasn't like you didn't have nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, yeah.
So I mean,
So my problem with this is I still have a problem with the Whittakers not having their money. I just do. Okay. Because I know that the time's ticking. It's the 16th. The 21st to the 22nd is moving pretty quickly here. And we still don't have a place to put the Whittaker money. We still haven't heard from an attorney saying that we have a fund set up with the Whittaker money. Okay. So everyone rest assured the platform money is going into this account. I am representing the blah, 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 the attorney at blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm like, Mr. Eric, okay? Because he's the one that's in control of the monetization on these other platforms. We still have not had an attorney come and make a public statement to the community that was supporting the Whittakers. That's a lot of money tied up, in my opinion.
that. What was that?
Well, I just want to tell you that I spoke with her.
Yes,
and I know
they are,
that Patrick
Christy.
knows that I spoke with her and that I spoke with you, Lady K, and I spoke with her. And I do want to say this, and I'm going to say it. I think that she should say it, but when I did bring up, I
Exactly,
said, you can't go
Pam.
through, it's not cool to go through somebody's house and you got a recorder in your pocket and you're talking about how the man lives. And she said, Toddy, I was trying to paint a picture. I said, I don't understand that of what, how he lived. I still, and she said, maybe she could have handled that better if she was to do it over again. She wouldn't have done it like that. And I feel like
I don't think Patrick received the payout. He only received the payout of the his own Facebook. So
maybe you should say that publicly. It's not really up to me to say that, but I want to say it because I mean, she did say it to me. But I haven't done my video on Sunny yet, so I haven't even
Right.
brought her up at all. Basically because I want to make sure that Patrick at least has a safe place to tell his side of the story, because he hasn't said much, and every time he's tried, he gets nothing but hate. And
Right.
that will change people's minds in just coming on board somebody's channel. We have a herd mentality more or less in this country, unfortunately. So this was the platform that I feel like I would want to be on if I wanted to tell my side of the story and have it as fair as possible. I know we haven't ended this, but I just want to thank you. It's appreciated on fair. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I mean, side of the story, which other is their truth though, and we can't take that away. And whenever I said that this has got to be an emotional toll on people, I'm serious about that because I speak to, and it's open whenever it's
Well, give him.
that people
And will you at least fix my last?
that you
People, somebody is saying that it was you that said that they were going to hire a security guard, an ex-military friend of his. Do you remember that? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, hold on. I'm gonna tell you about that security. Y'all want to hear that? Do you want to hear that one?
Yes,
in text.
please.
That's in text also. This will blow your mind. It will absolutely blow your mind.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's see. This guy was supposed to come down here, and he was supposed to. I was going to let him pull his camper on the other side of my property for him to stay there, just so he could just watch things. And I didn't hear from him for a long time. Like he was supposed to have come down here like around September. It's whenever I went to the Airbnb. I can't think of exactly what date that was. Like I'm not sure about that. So I sent him
I
a
think
message.
he showed me something around the 5th, I want to say, of September. Is that, I think.
No, the 6th of September is whenever I left, which was a Saturday.
Okay.
So I stayed there a week.
right? The security guard was Christoph. We were told the security guard was a friend of Patrick's from the start.
Week. So if you'll go back a week, Saturday, that's whenever I came to the Airbnb. But here's something right here. So this guy that I talked to, he's like, man, yeah, I'll come down there and I'll stay. Ain't no big deal. And this is, I'll send this to you also. And this guy right here will probably talk to you in person, or talk to you in some kind of way.
Thanks, Gotham.
I told him, let's see, on September the 18th, I sent him a message. I said, I want to know why you didn't come like you said you was, and I want the truth. And I said, you mentioned Eric. Because up on, you still there?
Yep.
Yeah.
It says, because up on introducing myself to Eric and showing him that video, I had asked him if he would level my camper, and he said to turn around and not come back because things were about to erupt with law enforcement, and there was a big
Oh,
No,
God,
now
no,
you-
cut
between
out. Not,
you and
Man, wait a minute, you were cut
wait,
out.
wait, wait.
Okay.
So
Yes, that's why I want to listen to this very, very closely. I want to listen to this very, very closely.
let's see here. Let me go back to where I was at. I told him, I said, and I want to know why you didn't come like you said you was. And I said, I want the truth. And I said, you mentioned Eric. And he said, because upon introducing myself to Eric and showing him that I have that video I had, asked him if he would help me level up my camper. And he said to turn around and not come back because things were about to erupt with law enforcement and there was a big discrepancy between you and him. He said, I stated, I have a totally different purpose for coming, and I just need help leveling up my camper. He stated that Patrick is getting arrested for sexual assault or sexual whatever, claiming it involved Timmy, and he has been dealing with the police in regards to the MC Club video, whatever that is, and became very direct that the state police would seize my camper once they arrest you. Um, and then he said, that's when I asked him for what for proof. And let's see, I asked him for proof and he never replied. I didn't really know what to
We're gonna listen. Just keep listening. Okay.
think or say or do at the moment, but I knew that my gut was telling me that he wasn't legit. But at the same time, I have a $78,000 truck and a $95,000 camper. He said, I surely didn't want to take a chance, but gut, my gut said no cop or investigator is going to feed into the info to that guy. So at this time, acquainted to you. So I put it in the wind and came back. I called him 5 days later, right on Facebook, and he blocked me. And I said, well, maybe maybe you should have told me that before you listened to something else. I knew something wasn't up. He had to leave you. He had you to leave so you wasn't in the way of the truth. He said, I tried calling your phone, but your phone was going straight to a lady voice saying your voicemail was not set up. Multiple times I tried calling. And I said, so you drove all the way from Wisconsin to West Virginia to stay and help me protect the Whittakers only to run back home because of something Eric said. He said, I did. He was very convincing. Now, is he still in West Virginia or no? And I said, no, he's back in Georgia, exactly where he needs to be. And he said, okay, good.
Wow.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And when was that dated? Can you send that to me? And when was that dated? You there, Patrick? Wow, that's something, man. That I thought he said that was dated on the 28th of August. Is that what he said?
I don't remember what he said when it was dated. Maybe someone in the chat remembers what he said it was dated. That's crazy.
September 18th. Okay. No, they left. No, I thought he left before then.
me get down there. I'm gonna have to skip through some of the chat guys.
Oh, I don't know what happened. Hang on. I guess he's texting me what happened, so I don't know. Hang on.
If I skipped over some of your guys' questions, I want to apologize.
Are you
I'm
there?
back. I'm
Okay,
back.
okay.
So what did y'all not hear that I need to read
No, we
again?
heard everything. We just wanted to know the date that was sent.
The date that was sent was the day that I sent that me and him had that conversation.
The
Mhm.
date that he sent that email, the day that he made the guy leave. Like, when was that? That he called you names like that.
Let's see here. The date that he made him. That date would have been. Let's see. I'm going back here to my. I've got to go. I've got to go back here. You'll just have to give me a second.
That's all right.
That's okay.
Da, 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 da.
There is a video over on Toddy One Skip. She did a whole thing about this security guy.
The date.
And this is the same retired military guy who was supposed
Yeah.
to be the yes,
Yeah.
freaking Furious and Friends.
Yep. So that was damn. Where's that? Because I've got to ask him. Okay. So August the 31st, he said I will be heading out at 8 a.m. and should take me 11 hours. What is the address that I'm heading to? I give him my address.
Right.
On September the 1st, he said, perfect, thank you. The same day, September the 1st, I said, you
Welcome
okay,
back.
bro? And he sends me back and he says, I sure am. I'm hoteling it for the night in Beckley. I will be there first thing in the morning. That's September the 1st.
Okay.
On the same September the 1st, I said, call me before you go down there so I can meet you and
Start your
show you where to
shit, Mama
park.
Bear.
I said, I'm away from the house for the night. And then I told him, I said, I'll call you in a minute. The same night, he said, I will definitely do that. I'm hopping in the shower real quick. So September the 2nd, I sent him a message and I said, just touching base with you. And didn't get no response. It's Friday, September the 5th. He said, hey, bud, I see Eric made a video showing he spotted BJ and going home and walking away from everything. I made a suggestion to him, maybe building the home on your land for Timmy, Lorraine, Kenny, and Ray might be a better idea. Just a thought. Sounds like Larry had BJ take Betty to the courthouse to drop the restraining order, and there's no other way that it could be squashed. Think about that. And then he said, with the in-house caretaker, that would be perfect. So September the 8th, he sends me a message. It says, dude, Erica's trashing you like nobody's business on Facebook. I just messaged him and told him that he is the reason after introducing myself, after I was already down there, I left. He told me to leave because Patrick was going to get arrested for sexual assault. After I asked him multiple times, where's the proof? He was continually messaging me stating it involves Timmy. I then stated I don't believe him and then requested he stop making all this content so available to the public because of the MC Club video scene with BJ in it. And now I believe it was him that created the video. My brother says the video was cropped and edited.
I don't know what video he's talking about.
No.
Does any of you guys know what video? I want to see the message between Tim and Eric. Yeah, I'd like to see it too. Does anyone know about this MC video? Does anyone know anything about that? I've never seen it because I'm not a YouTube sleuth.
Let's see here. It would have been the video that he's talking about is
I have no idea either, ma'am.
Oh shit. The drone.
That's interesting.
Oh, okay.
One-way truth.
Okay.
I would think.
And then I said,
Five.
huh? And then he said, on, let's see. He said, now he is posting your own private business of criminal records on the page of Patrick is
Oh,
no good for the Whittakers. I just posted that it holds no water and there are probably 500 Patrick Rourkes. So now I blocked him from the page. Can't even see him anymore. Then he said, my brother can still see the page and he has an attorney in there with him by the name of Robert Campbell. And the sheriff's department is praising him for his good work and dedication. He filed an emergency motion for tomorrow to get guardianship of Timmy
oh my
Ray
God.
Rain,
Wow.
arranging a house to be built on the property donated to them by a guy 65 miles away from Odd, West Virginia. Claiming 24/7 in the house care, Timmy will remain with him in Georgia and come home once a month for a weekend. The attorney is stating, we got this from every single angle, and it helps the state in siding with them. Comments are being made that you are going to try to get custody of them, but the attorney piped in and said that right is terminated for you because of a felony and an incident that involved the firearm and something about a stalking charge. He said this shit's really getting out of line, my friend.
Wow.
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 Oh
Yeah,
my
it's that bad.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, NC sounded like MC to me too.
Yeah, I don't know what
See,
to
there's
say
a
about that.
lot of stuff that no one knows about.
Oh yeah, and there's more.
So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to say this real quick. So
I think what it's reading, he's reading from a text message between Tim and himself. Okay, Tim, we would love to speak to you.
Mr. Bates really needs to get his point across. Okay, so I like a good troll, or I don't know if he's trolling or just being
don't
being
wanna
to him.
listen
Any
to this,
comment?
Scratching Timmy's back, Tim hair.
So
And this was about
mention
scratching
did by-
Timmy's
Pardon me,
back.
this is just for true transparency. I thought those videos could have been better. Some of them bothered me. I'm not from that part. And why?
Dad, not dad.
And his damn back was itching to be like scratch
Of a
people that's from don't say nothing here. You know, people in New Appalachia, Kentucky,
This
Tennessee.
here is about, the scratching of the back, all that. People have different opinions about it, and you're right to your opinion.
West Virginia, everybody has at some point somebody says, scratch my back. Hell, my damn grandmother, I painted her toenails for her. Is that sick?
No,
I mean, come on, people.
Yeah, no, that's why I said, I'm not from that part of the country. I'm originally from Florida, but still, listen, my family's
I mean,
just
that's
different.
how
It
I
doesn't
heard it too.
mean anything. I just wanted to be fair in telling you because I don't want you to ever go back to one of my videos and said, damn, she didn't say anything while I was sitting there.
I let people
I'm
reach out to me. I don't ever call people to ask them to talk. I let people reach out to me. So, but I appreciate it, Pam. Yeah, I usually let people, I don't reach out. And that's why I'm not a journalist. I suck at this. Like, I feel like I'm intruding on them. But my panel's always open for somebody such as Tim, Patrick, Eric, anyone like that. You know what I mean?
saying like
if I was around you right now, Toddy, you'd want me to scratch your damn back.
I would make you. I'd make you massage my back.
My dad was, I'm going to be honest with you. My father loved for his back to be scratched. Don't go walk behind him and just do a swipe. Be like, hey, what the hell? Finish the job. Scratch my back. My dad was I got his own back scratcher though, so he could just take care of it himself.
And let me tell you this too. My dad wasn't particular. It could have been a no.
Everything's different. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm
Kids-
not from that area. I'm from Southern Illinois.
Pam said her family rubs damn feet. Damn, I need to go to Pam's house.
So, but I was on a farm with chickens, cows, goats, the whole 5 brother dinner table.
I get it. I feel like you can massage my back, sir.
Hey, my damn grandma, she was hardcore. I remember one time, we like Sunday dinners. We had Sunday dinners all the time, and like the whole family would get together and have Sunday dinners. And I can remember one time we sat down for dinner, and one of my cousins farted at the table, and my grandmother liked to beat the hell out of him with a fly swatter.
Oh my goodness.
But I think what people are saying is it's not the fact that it was scratching or whatever, it's putting it on camera. And anybody that does not understand why it's inappropriate to be in bed with Timmy and you in your underwear on a live
Who, me and my,
video.
now what? Hold on, back
okay,
up.
Okay, let me read it.
I get confused which lady. I get confused in which Lady K's talking. I'm sorry, guys, but I wanted to review my own stuff. I had to listen to my own self. I know it gets confusing. I apologize. Okay. Oh,
Any be in your underwear on a
Straight.
yeah,
And
I'm
my
gonna go
was in a
past
pair
that.
to get their shit straight.
Not becoming.
I don't
I mean,
want
it
to
makes me
listen to
fucking
that.
live.
troll. No, but whenever someone just keeps, whenever I asked in the beginning of the stream here that we're going to have a respectful conversation, I'm not saying that that wasn't respectful.
Yeah, Cassie, amen to that. Cassie, he says, we don't know what the F's going on. Shit, shit. Lorraine knows more at this point. Girl, that's the damn statement of the day, honey, okay? And she, to be honest, she probably does. She probably does, okay? She probably knows. She could get, she sits back and observes everything. Lorraine does. If you get her talking, baby, let me tell you what, she will spill the beans. She's got all the tea, okay? And we'll invite you over for cornbread to listen to it one of these days. Wouldn't that be something?
I know you're not a
Right.
troll. The other gentleman's question, it was always like a dig. Okay, how many digs do you want to get? Or do you want to just dig at the guy or do you want to actually ask
Lorraine, we need you.
questions? If you
Yeah.
just want to dig at the guy,
Yeah,
I mean, we
she
can have a
does.
whole freaking string for that. Whenever I have these, I know people take certain things as
Yes.
misconduct and a little bit more.
It's inappropriate, to be honest with you. You're going to put it online for everybody to see. I guess what I'm saying is, because I found it inappropriate too. I'll be honest, I said that, but now,
Here's what I thought. You're leaving
100%.
it.
There's any 5 pounds. Then we're talking about grooming. Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, Lord have mercy.
I'm just saying. I'm like, my
Yeah.
husband's older than me, but my God, if it was, if we were like 10 years younger, it would be really a situation for people. Even though we married later in life, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like,
People just don't get it. I mean, you have kids using the damn litter box in high school, and
About that.
I never said it was.
it wouldn't have done them no good to have a litter box whenever I was.
I was trying to make her sound funny or whatever. All right.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a professional over here. It's just to give it what I
Right
got
too,
and
honey.
have fun with it and try to get the information out here, right?
Yeah,
So,
y'all got 4 damn hours out of me. I expect
So that pretty much is at the end, I
some
think.
monetization for
man,
this.
Coke.
Yeah, so I
Oh
have
my-
it pulled up so I can see. From last week, it did change. It's $51 now, so I'll be happy to share you guys that information on what I've made there, and it's in my back end of my. This is how you share analytics, and the reason why I'm sharing it and showing it is because this is what I mean when we say analytics. Show us the analytics, and it breaks it down even to the video. Okay, so I'm going to
But
show
as
you
you
here
see,
just one second.
people that know me know me. People don't
Okay,
people know
people
how
don't give a
cut
damn
it.
about me.
Period.
Well, a shit show from here on out.
Well, you know what? And I know,
Kidding.
honestly, ain't no lunch. Nothing. Okay? We're over
Mhm.
here just going to be dirty old dogs over here today. To anyone that you don't want, and I'll give.
Yeah, so this is just basic bullshit talk. Okay, so we heard it. I swear I just heard how many. Not a bag of DDs. No. All right, so let me go over here to the analytics so people can see exactly what's been made. Okay, and you can line it up, you can share it, you can do whatever you need to. All right, so here is the analytics. This is the Patrick Rorick right here. The video is 4 hours, 22 minutes long and 9 seconds. Okay, the estimated revenue is $51.76. That's what I made. It will show you everything you need to know, people. I am not, let me make it big so everybody can see it. There we go. All right. If you look at the left-hand side of this, it just shows you the Patrick Warwick video, 4 hours, 22 minutes, and 9 seconds. Compare the time. Do that if you would like. All right. That's fine with me. Do whatever you need to do. All right. And it says that I have made $51.76. From last week, it went up from $47. Not by much, but it has. I have no problem sharing the analytics on this video because people think that I'm really cashing in. I'm cashing in. So there it is. Screenshot it. Do all the things you need to do. Okay. All right. So, right? I'm taking you to dinner, Tony. Everybody gets to go to dinner. Now make sure you bring some money because dinner nowadays is pretty expensive. So we're going to now go to this video and share. This is what Fly sent me. Let's see what it is. I don't know what it is. Let me turn it up. This isn't my content. So
hey guys, I'm at Patrick's house. I'm heartbroken, livid. I don't even know what I'm feeling right now. I met with the state the other day. We was meeting with the state about BJ to make sure that she was protected. This was before we got the protective order, because we were not being gave the protective order. Adult Protection Services, to be exact.
no, they don't understand
And when they met me, they let me know they've been following to work. They were big fans, and that we were
Everybody kept
basically
saying
the
that, you know, I need my. Okay, I mean, if shit.
only ones.
Oh, the
that
timestamp is 7 minutes for where they talk about Patrick. Okay, 7 minutes. Let's go into 7 minutes and 4. I love timestamps. 7 minutes. We'll just start it right at 7 minutes. Here we go.
That's it. Patrick's laid up. I got Pat at the Airbnb with me. Nobody knew that. I've been over there so I can take care of him. I went and bought him groceries and everything the other day. Every bit of that money after that Airbnb that was left over, I gave to Patrick to insulate this home. Let me show you the reality, guys. This is Patrick's home.
I mean, why would he? I have a little bit of a problem with this because, like, I would be very upset if someone just started showing my shit without my permission. But maybe he has his permission. I don't know.
He's been up here helping them, doing without himself. There's no floor there. There's no walls here.
Yeah, bam.
You see this? There's no carpet. And it's the same everywhere you go. This will be a good place once he gets it fixed, but I gave Patrick right around $4,000. There's your transparency, $4,000 to get this fixed. And then I paid for the Airbnb up until Saturday. And then that's when the accusation started up, because I had never asked for money since then. And now I got to stay till next week because Betty has a court date for that protective order. Again, they thought I was going home, and I'm not. And so now frivolous claims are being put out there. You guys are my witness. There is a reason why.
I mean, you know, I tried. Then I was offered to give him, Mr. Patrick, an opportunity to give the receipts and show that the money's there. I have not been given that. Go to the ATM, do a daily balance, scratch out your account number and stuff like that. That'll be fine, and we'll take it on. But it never happened, and that's not a me problem.
I'm not on here doing these videos nonstop because I want likes. I could care less. I miss my family. I've been doing it to protect every step. I've never once said on this platform, I want Lorraine, Timmy, and Ray taken away from Betty. It's all they've got right now. It's all they've got. And they are in Betty's head, guys. They are in Betty's head. There was a claim, a report that I'm trying to do that, and then I'm trying to kick Larry out of the home. Have you guys ever heard me say I wanted to kick Larry out of the home? If you actually go back to all the earlier videos, I took up for Larry. Larry was the one driving Betty places, and when I first came up here, he was really nice. It wasn't until this trip I saw another side of Larry. And when I saw him steal that can of gas out of Patrick's house, it broke my heart. And even then, we were trying to protect him. We didn't want anybody to know Larry did that because we knew he was doing it for BJ. But Patrick posted it the other day. I didn't know he was going to do it. He had it for about a week. And that's Patrick's right if Patrick wants to do it. This is what I'm putting up with. And Timmy's down there right now. And he woke up the happiest I've ever seen him this morning, guys. For the first time, he's had a childhood. And I've treated him just like I did my kids. He does not deserve this. Betty does not deserve this. Betty's not perfect, guys. I
I
understand.
think she might have them and she's not able to share them because we were asked not to share certain things. So I can't, I did not want to speak for her.
But what's going on right now is she's being brainwashed. I don't know how I'm going to be able to tell her, ask the people on the internet, if I ever said I wanted the family taken away. You guys know it's BS. The only reason Adult Protection Services was called was because we was denied the domestic violence order twice, even though I told them she's hit Timmy in the head. BJ had hit Timmy in the head with a shoe, and the dog got her. She had hit Betty, the dog got her, and then she had hit Larry. And when I took Larry, he wouldn't tell him that BJ hit him. He just went because he knew that Patrick had that video and he didn't want Patrick to post that video. Other than going, I'm the one that did all the paperwork, guys. I had to do it in my hand.
Let's go back a little bit.
And he didn't want Patrick to post that video.
Remember we were watching another content creator putting together was people being manipulated or, blackmailed. And did you guys just hear that? I went back 10 seconds. Let's listen.
Other than going, I'm the one that did all the paperwork, guys. I had to do it in my hand.
Hang on, I don't know if it went back.
And when I took Larry, he wouldn't tell him that BJ hit him. The dog got in the domestic violence order twice, even though I told them she's hit Timmy in the head. BJ had hit Timmy in the head with a shoe, and the dog got her. She had hit Betty.
But I thought it was a different story. I thought the story was that that the dog was getting Timmy and she hit the dog with the shoe and accidentally hit Timmy. Is this the same situation? Yeah, I hope we call that dog whistling over here. Oh, I'm so confused now.
The dog got her. And then she had hit Larry. And when I took Larry, he wouldn't tell him that BJ hit him. He just went because he knew that Patrick had that video and he didn't want Patrick to post that video.
Why would that come if it was never threatened, in my opinion? Right, Tiny?
Other than going, I'm the one that did all the paperwork, guys. I had to do it in my hand. It's a mess. And I told Larry, I said, this is the reason why people are afraid of helping the Whittakers. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should literally be ashamed of yourself.
Wow.
I had a funny feeling last night. I spent $300 last night out of my own pocket to do that barbecue for the family. The charcoal, the burgers, the sausage, the chicken. I could have done one of those. I went above and beyond, got him some desserts, bought cornhole for Ray, which he didn't get to play, guys. And then I cooked every single bit of it myself. I was the last one to eat. I sent it over there as it would get done, and I told them, eat. I want you to have a good time. And then I presented them with that TV. I watched this happen with my dad as a pastor, and it burned me up. I have not been to church, guys, in a long, long time. And most of it is the negative feelings I have in my heart for watching my dad bend over backwards for people and ending up like this. It hurts. It hurts. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to show Betty that this is all fabricated, but the state is on their way. They said, we are there for you. And they have been our biggest support. We've been transparent about everything, guys. On everything. And I don't want to give up. Don't give up. I don't.
Honestly, for me, back that up 15 seconds. Okay. I think that's a few seconds behind. So I'll back it up 5, 10, 15. I'll go 20.
Hurts. It hurts. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to show Betty that this is all fabricated, but the state is on their way. They said, we are there for you. And they have been our biggest support. We've been transparent about everything, guys. On everything. And I don't want to give up. Don't give up. I don't want to give up. It's making it very hard to be here around here right now. I'm going to wait for the state to get here before I go back down. The only thing breaking my heart right now is I want to go down there and grab Timmy. I took him to go see his mama. He was actually supposed to stay with Patrick today. And this morning he said, I want to go with you. He has been a kid this week, guys. He wakes me up every morning. He's ready for his medicine and his food, his breakfast. He's got a routine every night. He showers in the morning. He showers at night. When he takes his clothes off, we put him in the washer. We're drying him. I'm showing him how to do his clothes. I'm showing him how to clean his shoes. And Timmy's picking up on it. Timmy never had a dad, guys. Dads are special. Everybody.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm just going to I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to listen. I'm reading everybody's chat. Okay. I am. But sometimes certain things trigger me a little bit. Whenever he says dads are special, dads are special. I had a very, very awesome dad. But sometimes life puts it as it may. And some children don't have fathers due to unforeseen circumstances, such as death. Okay, have you, so this shit triggers me a little bit. So I'm just going to be quiet and let it play.
He needs a dad. And if for some reason you don't have one, you need a male role model in your life. I'm just telling you, it's important. And Timmy has not had that. And me and Patrick have done our best to step up to the plate. When they asked me if I would take guardianship, I said, I'm not taking Timmy away from Patrick. Anybody that thinks that I would want to compete with him, or we're doing this together, guys. And I told Patrick, I said, dude, only way I would do that is if you do it with me. We go in 50-50. But I haven't even got to talk to Betty about that yet. And that's only if something was to happen to Betty and Lorraine. Timmy would stay there as he is with his family. But if something happened to Betty or Lorraine, Timmy would have somewhere to go instead of a home. So you'll see their defenders in the comments. Surprisingly, they still have people that defend them, even though I was told they squealed on numerous people out here to get a lesser bond. So there's a lot of people mad about what I did getting BJ out. And guess what? I don't give a crap. I got involved with the family because of Patrick, Sharonda. I was just a innocent bystander watching just like you guys a couple of months ago.
Wow.
I saw Patrick doing videos with Timmy. I'm protective. I reached out and asked to interview him because I really wanted to know who's doing videos with the family now and are they going to try to exploit. Once I got to talk to Patrick, he found out about what I did with dads. He's been through it. I've been a full-time content creator for 6 years, and he asked me, he said, will you please help me put this together? I've never done anything like this. And I have a background in working or being around mental health my whole life. That's my dad did that with the community, and then my mom did that as a full-time job. And so I accepted. And he asked me to get on video numerous times before I actually did. There's somebody pulling up here, guys. I'll keep you updated. Just pray for me. I want to go back to Georgia so bad right now, but I'm not leaving Timmy. I'll see you.
Wow. Oh, I cannot give commentary over that at this moment. I'm sorry. I cannot. I'm just. Where did this video come from? This is off TikTok. It was uploaded to TikTok. Yeah. So what we're going to go over here now, and we're going to go take a gander at the Whittaker page, okay? The Whittaker family page, because it's still being monetary is still, the monetization is still on it. And where we're going to go is we're going to start at the post, okay? Okay. So Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, pray for. I am not going to comment on that. I'm just refusing to comment on that video. You guys can be more than welcome to comment it. Um, be more than welcome. So, quick update. I've got a video coming with Timmy, Kenny, myself telling about some of the things we have going on. Oh, I don't think I'm sharing it because I didn't bring it up on stage. Sorry, guys. Let me make it bigger here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I'm trying. You can go to it. It's here. This is right off the page, okay? Um, okay. Had several requests of people asking how they can help. An outpouring of love has been amazing. Yesterday, we spent the majority of the day cleaning off the Whittaker porch. I think this is coming from Patrick, okay? Because the way it's worded. But yesterday, we spent the majority of the day cleaning out the Whittaker porch, and I had a couch at my house I took up there for them. And Betty and Lorraine is already loving it. This isn't to say, look at what we did, but I understand the concerns people have after some of the events that happened last year, and I'm trying my best to be transparent as possible. I'm going to be answering some of your questions in this upcoming video. If you've got any questions, put them down in the comments, but please understand I won't be able to get to all of them, but we'll get to some of the more frequently asked ones. Once I finish it, I'll upload it here shortly. I hope you've enjoyed some of the content that we released this week. I grew up with Timmy and went to Head Start with him. Around here, we take care of our own, and these are some of the kindest people you can ever meet. Hopefully, as you see in these videos, there is much more to the Whittakers than what people have been able to see, and they are very funny and have amazing personalities. That'll have much more content coming up for you as soon to show you that side of them. So make sure you follow the social media and YouTube. I'll post links to other platforms as they become available. But with that said, thank you guys. Going to try to get this done as quick as possible because I promised Timmy an afternoon at the park and he is excited to go there. Thanks everyone for your kind words, and the love for the family is amazing. Okay? So there's them. So then this is announcing a video with Betty and Larry. Okay. So, and here's where I believe that Mr. Rorick picks up. Or I'm sorry, Mr. Carroll. This is a picture of Ray's left knee when I got there yesterday after we got back from the doctor. You don't usually see this knee because he pulls up pants leg of the other one that's not swollen. I'm guessing because it's easier. It's the size of a golf ball, no lie. This still don't tell the whole story, but gives you a little idea of just how much pain this guy is. And I feel sorry for him, but we're going to get it taken care of, I promise. So, would you be interested in a cameo appearance? This is interesting. 3 months ago, we're exploring new ways to support the Whittaker family home fund, and I need your thoughts. Would you be interested in cameo appearance or virtual meet and greets with Betty, Larry, Timmy, or Kenny? Ray and Lorraine may join for virtual meets and greets, though they may not be some communication limitations. The family could offer personalized greetings like happy birthday messages, seasonal greetings, and get well wishes. 100% of the proceeds go directly to the fund with complete transparency and real time updates. Real time updates. Imagine a cheerful hello or a special greeting from them, or maybe a short meet and greet where you can introduce yourself and talk to them one on one. So, maybe in the future, an in-person meet and greet awaits. The family expressed to us they're eager to connect, and your feedback is invaluable. Let us know your thoughts on this opportunity to make a difference together. Thank you for your support. So this 3 months ago, this was very put on the public platform about Timmy Time, okay, or the meet and greet special, the cameos, okay, real time updates, total transparency and real time updates. Well, I gotta say, needless to say. So, there's that. Mm, mm. So you can still join the page. If you look here, their levels are $5.99 and $9.99. If you can join a channel, that means monetization is still on. If monetization is off, the join button would not be here. Okay? So, yes, this is still making money, in my opinion. But it's from the get go. Like they're trying 3 months ago, they're just like, let's do cameos, let's do meet and greets, let's do. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? People have their own opinions on how this turned around and how what happened. Um Still milking that page. Yeah, and I don't know how many platforms are still being monetized. But for me, there needs to be a stopping point. There needs to be a stopping point. All right, so I showed you the my back end that I made zillions of dollars off the Mr. Patrick video. I mean, I'm just overfilled with money bags over here. So much you can't hold it. Okay. Runaway Nightbot was not listening to me. Nightbot can sometimes attach itself to you and cause you problems. It is an AI, it is not a person. Please understand that. This whole thing went from looking so positive into a massive sad mess. Lydia, I'm gonna have to agree to that. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. But I'm telling you, I have to build me a whole damn safe. Okay, I don't have to build a whole damn safe for all those money bags showing up. I have no problem showing. I have no problem showing it because I'm not embarrassed. I was gonna talk to my subscribers. He wanted to jump up, and there it was. You know what I'm saying? And if it was $1 zillion, I'd still show up, be like, hell yeah, I hit the money pit, y'all. Whoa, what should we do? And then we could make a decision. Are we gonna donate some to a West Virginia thing or what? You know, not all of it. Hell no, I put the work into my YouTube channel, but I would have no problem donating. You know what I'm saying? But I did not make a zillion gazillion dollars. YouTube does not make you rich. I'm just gonna tell you. Yes, she forces me to work for free. It's okay though, because her hubby's getting me. I thought it was, oh, you want Gucci now? You need to get your mind up, Mama Bear, for the love of God. The more I know, the sicker I get. When I know, yeah, we could send Betty Dog some bones. Just be honest. That's all. Exactly. And I have no problem being honest with people. I showed it to you. I can tell you, but it's easier for me just to show you the back end in real time. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all. That is funny. Like, yep, I made a gazillion. She's over there just sucking up all the money. Lord Jesus. I miss that three-legged dog. I know we miss the dogs. I miss seeing the family. No matter the situation that people seen them in or whatnot, they still had a smile on their face and they still welcomed you into their home. We don't have to like what they did. We don't have to like the way they live. We don't have to like what BJ does. That's not our business, right? There has to be boundaries put up. Do you know why the family don't? I have no idea. I don't have personal conversations with Patrick. Um, that's it. And I would like to know how Betty's holding up too. I bet you she's, I'm sure she's went through all the emotions through a mourning process, right? I mean, I think I would. Whenever you lose your family like that, it's sad. It's freaking sad, man. You believe Mark paid for Jack's amputation? Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, this is a mess. It is. I miss seeing Ray, Timmy, and Lorraine. I don't want to look at or have to listen to Larry or BJ. I'm pretty sure Patrick goes down there. He just doesn't post about it. You know what, Poopsie, that could be 100% true. It could be. We don't live there. We don't know, right? It's horrible. I keep Betty in my prayers every single day. Yeah. Bobby, I appreciate you. You've done a fantastic job. Thank you. There's a gentleman that keeps posting in the underneath some of the videos, and I really appreciate his post. I invited him to come into the chat today to express. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's an adult conversation, right? And but he may be on a different time zone or maybe at work. But I was kind of hoping that he would come in and chat with us because I like his point of view. What he says makes sense. You know, I didn't know people got paid. I think I got some Chinese overtime owed to me. Yeah, some larger channels, I'm sure that they probably pay their mods. I mean, I would if I made a lot of money. I pay my mods. Um, Smaller channels, I don't know what they do. Okay, because it does take time out of their day to come over here, and you know, I would if I was if I had a million point one. If I had a 1.7 million followers, I'd pay my mods. Wendy, I do the same thing. I type things in the chat and then I go back and I go erase because I just, yeah, you got to listen. Many have posted that they sent gifts and gift cards that went to Patrick's address and packages were open when Whittaker's received them. Allegations of gift cards missing. Just my opinion. Yeah, I'm not, I have no proof to say that's true or deny. So it could be. Yeah, I do too. I like seeing her with her dogs. That's what she's got now. Her family's gone. Yeah, yeah. I was in a program with YouTube and they never sent me the damn code and I kept asking for it because I had like a free coffee, a free movie ticket, stuff like that. I was trying to send to my mods so they could, I can give them something for doing it. Then we tried to go up and make like a coffee thing, but we could never figure out how to do that. So people, if they wanted to, they could send the mods a coffee because I thought that would be nice. It says, "Lady, can you go back up and look at my comment?" I can't go back up on this Google Chromebook. Would you be so kind to type it again? Because I can't. I can't. Maybe I can. Let me try. I don't want to go out. No, it only let me go down. Shit. Damn it. If I accidentally remove a comment or something, it's not because I'm trying to. I'm trying to get this Chromebook to act right. Yeah, just because would you post it again, honey? Because I can't go back up. I guess true crime community is crazy too. There was a 9-hour live last night of a huge channel that is being stalked. Oh, Lord Jesus. I don't know. That's terrible. Hey, just Joshin. Yeah. Send them, yeah. And yeah, that's Bobby Atwell. Last year, we had just, my channel wasn't too old. So I'm hoping this year we can send them something because I appreciate them. They're all that, they have their own lives and they take the time out here and I appreciate it. I really do. Runaway Eric told people on his lives to stop sending packages until they had a new place. So they must have got some to prompt. Oh, yeah, I remember that. He was going to go get a P.O. box. Yeah, maybe one day we can do better, Bobby. Maybe one day we'll be able to rent a yacht and go on the ocean and go just cruising around. No, I'm playing. Timmy couldn't tell us, and I don't think Betty would notice. Was it Larry of BJ that was saying that? Yeah. I I wish just because would retype her thing because I can't go back up in the chat. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say this in the video with Patrick. He said he didn't get any donations, but he did because I sent some. Maybe he forgot, but that was also sent to WVSP, right? So just because, and I looked at it as, some people are victims in this, and I'll always keep victims' real life information private. But she is someone that did send donations, and she did um, turn it into the West Virginia State Police. Have they got receipts of said cards they sent? Yeah, that's a good question. But I know some people have sent me their proof that they did send it. So, and yeah, all to be on, yeah, flies, in all honesty, with how social media is, I would want to check what was in the packages too. I would be too, um, because you just never know, right? How's your haircut go? I need to get my haircut too, Tabitha. Right, Christoph. We never know. We never know. We never know. Yeah, you got to be careful. You just never know. People are crazy out here, man. So, if I got receipt packages, then I would probably have my husband open them up. I'll be like, oh, you'd be like, why me? Oh, because I'll be put on the gear. Put on the gear. Oh, yeah, I need to go get my hair done too. I need to go get it cut and or not cut, but trimmed. I was thinking about getting a whole new style, but I'm such chicken shit. And get it highlights and stuff like I normally do, but I just haven't had the time. I got to do it before Christmas. That's my goal. I'm doing it before Christmas. Okay? Okay? My husband's always saying, "Go to this." I'm like, "That my hair's so long I'm not kidding you. I have to book the ladies afternoon, the whole damn afternoon, okay? Because I have so much hair." So, it does make you feel better. Yes, it does. But all of this has taught me a lesson. Not anymore. I just wanted to help a family. Absolutely, just because it does. And a lot of people, it's taught them lessons that they're not going to be able to trust what the person's saying, and they're going to not be able to give. You feel better and badder. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, I've been on here a little over 3 hours and 37 minutes. So I better get off here and get something done today. I thought if I started this early, like my whole afternoon wouldn't be gone. But by God, if we didn't spend the damn afternoon on here again, what are we going to do with ourselves, people? What are we going to do with ourselves? Okay. Now, I know I've been tossing it around. I may, instead of going live every day, I may go live every other day. How do you guys feel about that? Unless there's breaking news. Um, so let me know if it takes up too much of your guys' time. Okay. Have a good day. I'll go watch and catch up in the garden. Glad I'm unemployed. I'm telling you, I don't work a job either. Okay. We're retired people. But It's up to you. You need a breather too. Yeah, my husband made me take one over the weekend. He's like, but I end up going live like all day. So I took the day off, and that evening I ended up going live. He's like, oh my gosh. So guys, just let me know. I guess I'll find out. If no one's in the chat, that means everybody's taking a mental health break. I appreciate you guys for always coming over here and being so mature in the chat. We are always gonna have our own opinions, and that's what makes us special people. And we can learn from one another if we just don't always get on the defensive side of things, right? And if we just have an open mind and see where someone else is coming from, we might just learn something that day. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? All right, guys, make sure that you take care of yourself out here. Take care of each other. If you see each other in chat, make sure you say hi to each other. It's always nice to have a warm welcome when you come in a chat. And I appreciate your kindness, and I appreciate you joining me here for a couple of hours. Until next time, peace, baby.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saying